image of it. You don't have to get fancy with it or change too many things up. This is not about you spending a ton of time and being fancy with it. It's about you having the essentials down. So you would create a new one. You would use the same backdrop picture, but it would be a business page, and that's what you're going to use to launch any of your advertising. All right.
So how do you get all my friends over to the new one?
But you don't.
You don't.
You can invite them if you want.
Just to boost the.
Just to boost is not necessary.
But we're gonna need to be we're gonna need to be able to boost if we get into the Google marketing, right?
That's right.
Okay.
So here in a minute,
Gotcha.
if you don't have one, we're going to give you an opportunity to create one.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. And once you've created one, then we're going to get into how to actually use that page to boost an audience. Because the thing is, you don't need your friends to all like it. You don't need to be pushing it on people. You don't even need to be, sending those messages. Hey, please like my page. Have you ever gotten one of those?
Yeah.
How annoying is that? Do you ever go in those pages and like it? I've never done it. I hate it when people ask me. I mean, I don't know if you guys do or not, but it annoys the heck out of me. I don't do it. Heck, I won't do it on purpose just because you annoy me. All right. So tell me, tell me about what your page is now committed to do. So let's take a quick minute. I'm going to put some music on. And what I want you to do is I want you to create your channel. And then we're going to talk about what your channel should look like, or what it looks like, what it will look like, what that target audience will be. So think about two things, right? Who do you want to influence? That's what you're doing when you have a TV channel. Who do you want to influence? In the case of Bravo, it's women. And I'm sure they have, some sort of other criteria that they're chasing. In the case of CNN or I'm sorry, ESPN, it's mostly men between a certain age group or whatnot. And maybe a couple of women like Vanessa who love sports, right? All right, so I want you to think of two things. Who is your target market? And today we're gonna be working on target markets. Who your target market is for your page. And then on top of that, I also want you to think of what your channel will deliver in terms of entertainment to your target market. All right, so let's take care of that. We'll put on some music, and then we're going to be sharing. No, the business. You can call it a fan page. I think now it's better for us to set up as a business page. Okay, so you're running the music from where or what? Okay. There we go. 2 minutes. We're coming up with our channels. What is our? Who are we going to influence? What is our target market? What's going on? Is it saying a little too good? To your computer. It says it's fine. All right. Just wait a second. You have the internet's too slow. You guys are using two computers. Just shut yours down. Just shut this down. Google Chrome.
Yeah, shut it down. I'll connect to the speaker.
Man, this thing is rough today.
Is it blue or white?
Is anybody done? Are you getting close to being done? It doesn't take a whole lot of thinking, you guys. Don't overcomplicate this. Who is your target market? And what are you delivering on your channel to entertain them?
what we've been doing or what we're gonna be doing?
Well, see, the thing is, what we have been delivering is our past, right? It's back here. And it may not be what we really want it to be. So we're focusing on what we want, old realm of time.
So that'd be like your lifestyle and then a little bit of real estate. That's cool.
Yeah, if that's what you want to deliver lifestyle. What about your lifestyle? Who are you influencing? Who is looking at your page that you would want to influence in some sort of way? What is your channel all about? Right? Like, for example, one of my favorite all-time shows is Anthony Bourdain. Right? Guy that travels all over the world, eats all sorts of crazy food, craziest food, and just like has a good time. That guy is my hero. Right? Yours too? Yeah.
He's always got an angle.
Yeah. Love that guy. Love that guy. All right. But what I love about what he delivers is that he delivers a lifestyle that not everyone can live, but most people want. Right? So if you're delivering a lifestyle, that's a portion of it.
As the leaves turn brown. And we could
Yes.
be the
You know, so I'm afraid of doing that because then people will know what I'm doing. So.
This is great. I want to hear this.
This is it.
Yeah.
Because this is what really what's happening. I never post because I don't want people to know that I'm working at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But do I? That's what my question is. Really, do I really want to? Is there? Because I was thinking there was some kind of stigma to it, you know. Maybe
A stigma to what?
to not freaking, 9 to 5.
He's not working.
Okay, so let's take that for a minute. Let's dissect that for a minute.
Yeah.
Why do most people get into real estate? What do you think that is? The first thing that I heard when I was at Champions last week, and I don't get a chance to do these that often, but I kid you not, I was standing in front of that desk. One of our first questions was, what made you interested in real estate? And almost every person said flexibility. Almost every person that walked up. Now, what's more flexible than waking up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Go to bed at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Do you still get your work done?
Yes,
Are you still meeting your goals?
Yes.
Well, hell. I mean, the way I see it, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
I mean, you're
That's
like
what I'm afraid
a
of.
real life Anthony Bourdain.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Antonio
Antonio Bourdain.
Bourdain.
Why not? Why not? Is it okay to live a lifestyle outside of the 9 to 5 when that's what most people want?
That's why I
Anyway?
did this.
Yes.
Yes.
Deliver that. Deliver that. That's part of doing what you love. Why not? I woke up at 1 p.m. today and rode a bike. Hell, I already want to be your friend. Man. I'm like, who is this guy?
And pay my bills.
And paying my bills. So shut it. Mic drop. You know, like, dude, yeah, that's awesome.
I post that right now. I rode a bike to closing.
Boom.
I'm gonna do it.
That's a great post.
I'm gonna ride.
That's an amazing post.
I'm gonna do it.
All right. Yes.
I was gonna say, I can definitely see where you're coming from because I'm a lot like that. Like sometimes Alan will post something and I'm like, Alan, are you sure you want to post that? Like, because I'm like, oh, I want to be seen in a certain way.
Right, exactly.
You know, and it's like,
It's your brand.
it's exactly, but in a way, but it's like, wait a minute, you're right. Like, why not just show who you are? You know, if you want to post a picture, whatever, like that's
I think some people are afraid of being judged as well when they
Yeah.
put themselves out there.
Great.
Yeah.
yeah, looking good,
Great.
looking bad. I get it because I go through
Do you know how much money we miss out on in our everyday lives because we're worried about looking good or looking bad? Instead of just being who you are and being authentic. The people that are like you are going to like you. And the people that aren't. Just, come to terms with that and deal with it. Who cares? As long as you're not posting something negative that's going to hurt someone or hurt someone's feelings out there. If you're out there and you're bringing that's just the way that you are, the way that you're made. Who cares? What's the what did you have something back there, Juliana?
I was gonna say, those that mind don't matter, and those that matter don't mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Now there are some rules to all of this, you guys. There are some guidelines that we want to follow. Okay. And some of those rules include things that are controversial. What's controversial on social media?
Politics.
Donald Trump. Yes. Do you want to post about Donald Trump, whether you love or hate him? Do you want to post about him?
No.
No. Don't do it. Help yourself. Don't do it. What else do you not want to talk about? Drugs or alcohol? Why is that? Do you really want to promote that?
No.
Probably not. You know, last thing you want to do is have some 15-year-old kid that's looking through a page and thinking you're the next badass, but you get high every day.
No.
All right? If you do, that's you. That's fine. Just don't go out there and promote that. What else?
Pornography.
Of course. Yes. Without.
Rudy, you're like the open book on things you shouldn't post.
What else?
I'm just.
Let's talk about.
There's no reason I don't post anymore, guys.
Who do you guys unfollow? Who do you guys unfollow when they post too much? What is it? Political stuff. What else?
Unsuccessful people posting inspirational quotes.
Unsuccessful people posting inspirational quotes every day. Yes, so annoying.
How about pictures of food?
That you eat. Yes.
So look, one of the things that we actually got, and we talked about this on the Ruckus, if you guys don't listen to the Ruckus, you're missing out on like super secret social media class that happens twice a week. Because we talk about a lot of this stuff on the show. The things that we found out is you don't want to post too much of the same types of pictures. So all pictures of you and family is too much. All pictures of you and coworkers is too much. All pictures of food is too much.
And it actually makes the other group jealous.
It's
so many friends.
Yeah, too many selfies of just you in front of it. It's too much. You have to be, you gotta be diverse in the amount of, in the types of pictures that you use. So yes, you could post maybe, you go to a steakhouse, that nice day, you want to post a picture, that's fine. You don't want to, here's my snack, here's everything that I'm eating, because people do get part of it, and it's one of the things, that's one of the things that people actually get jealous of the fact that you keep posting out, and it makes them not.
It's like Bravo doing Real Housewives all day, every day.
Yeah.
Would you eventually get bored of it?
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Like you get out, right? But if it was every day, all day, you'd be like, it sucks. It's boring, right? All right. So let's talk about, has anybody finished their target market and what their channel will look like? Not what it looks like now, because we all know our channels suck now. Let's talk about what our channels will look like. Come on, you guys. This is not going to work if I'm the only one talking. It's called a workshop. Yes, Jesse.
Something positive, inspiring, motivational.
Who is your target market? Let's talk about that first.
Families and friends.
Okay, so you're going to target family, friends, people that you know and that know you. Okay, and what is the purpose of you targeting them? What are you trying to achieve?
To get closer to them, to actually to get to know me as me being in real estate and introduce myself to them.
Wonderful.
And actually get referrals.
So your target is family and friends for the purpose of creating referrals,
Yes.
right? Wonderful. You guys see how we're coming up with this? Now, is this written down somewhere?
No.
Okay, you want to go ahead and start writing this down, even as we're talking about it.
Because I also has like by end of the month I want to start off this boot camp. So I kind of want to have that.
Okay, well, let's talk about that boot camp. What kind of boot camp is it?
Fitness.
Okay, it's fitness. So let's talk about how you are going to reach to your target market. What is going to be your strategy? What is your channel going to look like? What is your channel on Facebook or any other social media look like right now?
I start posting like inspirational stuff, like motivational, and
Okay.
I actually, now that I go to the gym, I start, checking in at the gym.
Got
People
it.
start working out with me.
Got it. Okay, so you're going to post about working out, right? You're going to post about fitness. That's one of your channels on your, not one of your shows on your channel. So what other shows does your channel carry?
Oh,
Because it can't just be posting about,
content real estate.
Okay, so you're going to post context about real estate. But what about real estate? What are you going to post about real estate? Because you can be the person that posts about a house that you just listed, or you can be the person that asks someone to, or that tells people about how you can help them buy or sell a house every single day. And does that mean you're going to drum up leads organically? It doesn't, because most people don't really care to hear what you do every day. They don't. They are looking at your page for the content and the shows on your channel. Start thinking about it that way.
Remember, the real estate is your commercial.
Real estate is your commercial. Yes.
That's what we're asking for the business. Commercial. So if you think about it, if you've got 5 shows a day that you're going to put, one of them will be your commercial, the other 4 need to be those people to watch.
Let's come up with 5. One of them being real estate. Right? You're already almost there. So you real estate with that, right? Not everyone likes inspiration. You have to be careful on how you're going to do the inspirational stuff. It's better if you take inspiration in the form of actions that you're taking, not necessarily word quotes. I can tell you that the people that post quotes every day don't get a lot of likes or followers. You want followers. If you want to chase people away from your channel, you can basically just put up an ad every day saying, hey.
Well, I have got like people sharing it, and got people actually send friend requests, and since they already see that I'm into real estate, they actually contact me about
sparingly. This is not stuff I'm making up. This is proven. If all you do is post inspirational stuff, people get bored of it.
My channel.
Okay,
right.
you got your channels and your shows?
All right, here we
Okay,
go.
what's your target market? Let's start with what your target market
Remember,
is.
guys, with your target market, you really want to start to break down a demographic. When people are like, well, you want to do real estate for everyone. But the reality is there's still a segment of the market that you want to target. Either are ready to buy or sell a home. So you want people that are you want people that have cash, that have income to be able to do these things. You have to start breaking down who your demographic is. Are you targeting 18-year-olds, or are you targeting 30-year-olds, or targeting 50-year-olds? Who is it that your client, your customer would be? Because you want to put information that is interesting and relative to them, right? Depending, if you're targeting 20-year-olds, that's your target market, great. But 20-year-olds think a lot than somebody who's 30 with a family. So if you're targeting 30-year-olds, let's say you're selling, you want to focus on condos, and okay, well, you might have a lot younger people in condos because that's the people that tend to buy condos. If you're targeting houses in River Oaks, you're probably not targeting a lot of 20-year-olds or even 30-year-olds. Why? Nobody lives in River Oaks as a starter home. So you have to think about those things when you're creating your channel. What is the demographic of the people that I'm targeting? To build your channel around that. What is interesting for those people? If you're targeting a bunch of people that are older, you don't want to post, oh, this is the greatest new hip hop videos that just came out today. That's probably not interesting for them. And the same way, posting on there, here's the top 5 sommeliers in Houston that will get you $1,000 bottles of wine, that might not be interesting for a 20-year-old. Do you see how that works? You have to break your demographics down. So yes, while we want to service and help everybody, you still have to maintain who is the clientele that you're shooting for. And if you're saying, well, I'm just shooting for the clientele called anybody, you got the shotgun effect going. And a shotgun is not nearly as effective as a laser. You want to be a laser. You want to make your marketing dollars stretch as far as possible. That means picking out and going, you're going to be my client. You're going to be my client. Not, let me blast this thing and hope that some of you become my clients.
All right. Brandon, who's your target market?
College students or recent graduates.
College students and recent graduates. Okay.
Good.
What's the purpose of you choosing this market?
Well, they're going to be buying homes in the near future or renting or something along those lines.
Wonderful. So you know that they're graduating, you know that they're getting a job, more than likely they're going to start by renting, and eventually that's going to lead to them buying.
Right.
So you're really thinking ahead of the curve here. Great. What does your channel look like? What are some of the shows on your channel?
So cars.
Okay, so you're going to post things about cars. Why are cars important to your market?
Because I like cars.
Because you like cars, right? And the people on your channel
They're gonna like
more than
cars
likely
too.
like cars too, because they're about your age and that's of interest to you. Okay, so you're gonna talk about cars on your channel. What else?
Coffee houses.
Coffee houses. Why are coffee houses important on your channel?
A lot of people, like college students, spend a lot of time in coffee houses.
Okay, because right now, that's what people like to do, right? That's a trendy thing to do. Instead of going to bars every day, they go to coffee houses or co-work spaces. That's where the market is going. Great. What else is on your channel? So you have two shows so far.
Travel.
Okay, travel. Why is traveling important?
Because everybody likes to travel, and it's like a chance to showcase that you're more than just work.
Wonderful. So you get a chance to show off that even at an early age, you can travel and still have fun.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, what else?
Bikes.
Bikes. What is important about you sharing about biking?
I enjoy them.
You enjoy them. Okay. Who else might enjoy them?
Other people.
In your age group. Great. Okay, and then you have a fifth show.
Yeah, the fraternity.
Okay, the fraternity. What about the fraternity?
Well, they already know me, so I got some trust built there already.
Okay.
And more importantly, there's people who have already graduated that have trust on me. And there's
Okay.
people that are barely getting started that will have trust on me.
Got it. Got it. So you're going to be chasing some of those people too. So by posting about it, they're going to know about who you are and how they can relate to you. The one channel you did forget is probably the most important one, but the one that you least use, not the channel,
No.
the one show.
It's not a show. Those are ads.
That's an ad. It's a real estate ad, right? An ad nowadays is different than the ad before, right? So there's a before ad. There's like your 1980s to 2005 ad. And there's like the 2006 to right now ad.
Who can tell me the difference between advertising from the late 1960s through the early 2000s and advertising today? What's the biggest difference? Not you, Brandon. You know all the answers. I need another pet teacher's pet today.
Okay, so
There's
yes,
some paper
paper
and
and digital, but yes, but that's not it.
That's not it. Something else has changed drastically in the way that you advertise.
I'm still stuck in the 80s.
He's still, okay,
Okay, good.
That's
This is
okay.
great.
At
This is
least
great.
you understand that you're stuck there because now you can move on.
What does your ad look like? What does your ad say right now?
Very close.
Listen.
Very close.
Go ahead.
I have several ads.
What do your ads say though? What is the message that your ads deliver? Read a sample of one that you have on your Facebook page.
Well,
Here, an ad, I'm going to jump ahead because I don't want to waste too much time on this, but an ad copy from the late 60s all the way through the early 2000s was usually, come use my service. This is how my service can do something for you. Utilize my service. Call me if you want to do real estate. Come eat here if you want to eat at this place. Go here if you want to go fix your bike. It was asking for the business directly. The way that marketing has changed is that if you're doing that, people have become immune to it. Millennials are completely immune to those ads. When they drive by a billboard that says, use this service, millennials don't see anything except a blank ad. They don't see it. What you have to change in your advertising nowadays, you have to find a way to provide value. You have to be giving value in your ads. Your ads should not be about you asking for the business. It should be showing, I'm an expert in this field, and you want to work with me because I'm out there providing value for people. That's when you have a well-constructed ad, is letting people know how you're providing value and actually provide value, not just say, I can provide value, come work with me. That's still old school advertising. New school advertising is all about, here's something valuable. I'm giving it away for free. I'm giving you this advice at no cost at all. I'm an expert. Now come trust me.
That's right.
You know those guys that come out on the news in the morning? Like if you watch Fox 26 News, they have Chris Tritico and a couple of other attorneys. They pay for that spot. That's an advertising spot. I bet you guys didn't even realize that, but that's an advertising spot. They pay to be on there. And what is it for them? They're on there. They're answering legal questions for free. Oh, yeah, I can answer that question, blah, blah, blah. They're providing free value. But guess what? When someone has a real legal issue, they remember that name. Oh, I should call that guy Chris Tritico. He's always giving away free information on the air. Yeah, he charges for it when you finally come to him, but he provides value for free to clients. That's how advertising works nowadays. If you're only saying, I'm a real estate agent, come over here, I'm a real estate agent, come over here, people are immune to that. They don't hear that advertising anymore.
And it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And you're spending your wheels and spending your dollars.
Yeah, my thing is this, like during my whole 20s, I was more in the motorcycle scene, you know, so I ended up selling my motorcycles and ended up buying my home. So I basically stepped away from the scene. So, you know, but back then I remember that everybody used to hit me up because I used to buy motorcycles and put my own design into it. So everybody would hit me up, you know, like, oh man, I like this, I like how you did it, blah, 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 whatever. So now that everybody of my age group has already is getting older, so what I'm trying to do is target them, you know, and since they're creating a family and everything, trying to buy a home, so I'm trying to target them. The only thing is like you said it, you know, where I'm trying to shotgun it. You know, I'm not putting my own, like I used to put my own creativity out there. Yeah. On this one, I'm not doing that. So that's what I guess I'm stuck in that transition of trying to go from designing motorcycles or recreating my motorcycle or whatever to this.
Okay, I got a question for you. What made you want to go through that transition?
Buying a home. Okay. And that's what I did. I sold.
But what made you didn't just wake up and decide I'm going to buy a home, right?
No.
Or you did?
No.
Okay, what made you want to go through that transition?
I guess one of the transition is because I started noticing that more younger kids were starting to get into the scene.
Okay.
And in the people that I hung out with and everything, we were all united.
Yep.
You know, it was like we're our own community.
Sure.
But then all these other new people started coming in and being careless and everything like that.
Okay.
You know, and
so you decided to leave that community,
yeah, basically,
and you decided to become a homeowner, right? And in the process of that, you decided I'm no longer going to be part of the biking community. I'm going to focus on being a homeowner, right?
One of the main reasons was where all these young kids that were coming in, they started being careless and everything, not looking for one another, and then you start hearing a lot of motorcycle accidents.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be one of those persons.
Wonderful.
In the news, you know.
Let me ask you something though. Are there other people like you?
Yeah.
I bet you they are.
Yeah.
I bet you there's all sorts of groups. I'm sure there's all sorts of other communities where you can find a ton of people who believe in the same thing that you do. And this goes for everyone else, by the way. This goes for everyone. Whatever you did in the past or stood for, or other communities that you've been in, you can still tap into some of those. It doesn't mean that just because you left it that you can't tap into it and be part of it.
But no, I guess what I'm trying to say is that back then, you know, I would have more people, you know, try to get a hold of me. Hey, you know, help me do this. I want to do this on my motorcycle or whatever. And then now is that I'm in real estate. I want that back.
Sure. Yeah, but you're stuck right now. You're stuck in saying, I used to be this, but now I'm this. And these are two separate things. And this is going to apply to a bunch of you right now. So I hope you're really paying attention to this. I used to be part of the motorcycle club, but I'm in real estate now. Now, what do those two have to relate to each other on? How are they related? The only problem there is you. Nothing else. There's nothing else. I used to be part of a motorcycle club, and now I'm in real estate. See, that's a better way to look at it. There's some better context there. They're not really related. Just because you were part of a motorcycle club, or just because your ads are stuck in the 80s, doesn't mean you can't do things now in real estate with what we're teaching you, with what we're delivering you. That doesn't have anything to do with it. And we get into this stuff, and we may have to have a separate class because this has nothing to do with actually building out a social media profile, but it does have to do with the mentality that keeps us from doing it successfully. Okay? These are two separate things. I used to be and what I am committed to now. Be committed to something new. Pick it. What do you want to be committed to, Benny? What do you want to be committed to as of today? What do you want people to know you as?
That I'm a real estate agent that can help them out.
So you want to be committed to someone that can help.
Right.
Help them with what? Wonderful. So your purpose is to be committed to be someone that can help them with buying a home. Is that what you want people to know you as?
Sure.
Wonderful. Write that down as your new purpose. Congratulations. Now, people will know you for that. Give me 1 second. People will know you for what you're committed to. Isn't that amazing that you can do that? What else do you want people to know you as?
What are your TV shows? What are your shows?
What are your shows? Tell me about what your channel is going to deliver.
One of your shows is Benny, the real estate agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be motorcycles. Okay. I'm still, even though that.
Oh, because you still love motorcycles.
Yeah, of course.
Great. Wait. All right, awesome. So one of your shows, one of your 5 shows is going to be about really awesome, cool stuff in motorcycles. Does it have to be your stuff or stuff you designed?
No.
Can it be someone else's stuff?
Sure.
Great. You're just sharing it because you love that. You still have a passion for it, even though you're not necessarily doing it anymore. You still love it. It's obviously still there, right? So great. That's one of your shows. What is one of your other shows?
Music.
Music. What do you love about music?
I used to be in a band.
You used to be in a band.
Yeah.
What did you play?
I used to play bass.
You used to play bass. How many people love music? Raise your hand if you love music. Raise your hand if you think awesome. Yeah, everybody loves bass players, right?
Yeah. No, seriously, man.
Hey,
One of my
seriously.
good friends from Alabama is always posting videos of himself in front of a camera. About once a week, he does it, and he gets so many likes just from those videos that it's incredible. You wouldn't think anyone would want to see that, but you being like, "Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Benny. I'm going to play a real quick little jazz riff for you on the bass here." People would actually like that. They'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome, Benny. You're so cool."
You would blow up with that, my man.
Yeah.
You would blow up with that. Hey, I'm Benny the Realtor, or whatever you want to call yourself. You can slide that little piece in there as your ad, right? Your plug, and then go ham on that bass, dude. And people are gonna love it. And if you go live, imagine what would happen. You'd show up at the top of everyone's feed, and everyone would be like, "Who is this crazy guy, Benny? He loves motorcycles and bass, and he plays. Man, that guy's awesome. I want to follow him." You see how we're developing a really cool channel? Right. What are some other shows on your channel? So you got 2 really badass ones right now. Let's think about it.
And if you can't think of 5, that's okay. You can have 3. Focus on those 3. So you focus on your motorcycles, focus on your music, and then plug in your real estate in there sparingly.
Sparingly?
Remember, you want your people to follow you for everything else that they know you for. And by the way, oh yeah, I help with real estate too. These are my hobbies. That's my profession.
What if you like one day posted something about like, I just helped one of my motorcycle buddies buy a house with 0 money out of pocket because I hooked him up with the best financing company in the world, and he got the best deal I've ever seen anybody get here in Houston.
Yeah, people would like that.
Benny, they would envision themselves.
Benny, can you help me? I'm part of this motorcycle club. I know that you love motorcycles. We're connected. I love you, dude. Plus, you play bass, man. I can't wait to meet you. I want to come buy a house with you, Benny, because you're the shit. That's what I would say. All right. Are we clear on how this works? Does anybody else need help or coaching around what their channel should look like or how we can develop it? This is your opportunity. This is your opportunity.
Okay,
Yes.
here, I'm gonna bounce this up.
Let's do it. What is your target market?
My target market is gonna be bikers or biking.
Biking or bikers?
That's bicycling.
So the biking or cycling community is going to be your target market.
That's right.
All right. What's important about targeting those people real quick?
What's important about
Yeah.
the community?
Why are you picking that community?
Because I am part of that community and I know a lot of people.
Yeah. And you love it and you're passionate about
I
it?
love it, I'm passionate, I know about it.
Yeah.
But you can't, if you got a question, I can answer.
Perfect.
So
Perfect. Now, in that community, what's your age group in that community?
I think it's pretty broad. I was just looking at the people I had. I mean, it's from the top to the bottom.
Okay.
Make sure you cut out a segment. Don't be a shotgun.
Yeah. Cut out a segment that where most people sit.
Yeah. Okay.
And think about the people that you most want to work with. So if you want to work with 20-year-olds that are doing leases, then you would include them in your segment. But if you're like, hey, I want to work with people only that are serious about buying, that are going to have the resources, then you probably want to cut a little bit of that young age group out and start targeting people that would already be graduated from college, 24, 25 years old and up.
And then what you mean by targeting, is that something that I'm gonna do technically in the computer, or is that something that I'm gonna do
No,
with
that's-
my actual marketing or my,
Well,
So both ways. So there's two parts to that. You are going to physically, technically go in and target your ads to people in that age group.
that's why we're making you do this.
But what you more want to think about is the content that you produce has different people who listen to your content.
right?
So who watches Saturday morning cartoons? Kids,
And me.
right? And your parents. But how many single people do you know that are awake at 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning watching cartoons? No, very few probably. Then you want to make sure you're providing content that's going to target your age group.
Yeah.
So a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old, a 50-year-old are going to want different content. Now, there's going to be content that may go across the board. Like you may go out there and be like, hey, I used to be the warranty rep for whatever. I know that you said that you used to do that. Today I'm going to show you how to tighten up the suspension on your bike, something that somebody would be really interested in.
Yeah.
Boom. Here's how you do it. You show it. That might go on a very broad spectrum, and then you can plug in. Remember, my name is Rudy. I do these things just for fun. What my passion really is real estate. Reach out to me if you ever have anything you want to work with real estate. That's how you plug that into something that people find interesting.
Give them something that's useful, and then just let them know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right.
You're letting them know that you're the expert at what you do best by connecting with the people and things that you love.
Yeah.
That's how you grow that social media presence. All right. Anybody else? Last chance? This is your absolute last chance before we move on. Zach.
So my mom she works for United, and so I'm friends with a lot of her flight attendant friends. So I have friends all around the country.
Okay.
So I like to travel. So I can post pictures of me traveling, and also I can post pictures of me doing different activities in different cities.
Got it.
Also, I can focus on.
So your target market are people who travel.
Or people looking to relocate here
Okay.
in Houston.
Got it.
And kind of a younger audience, and I'm kind of younger, so I can relate to them.
Perfect. So you can speak their language.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm kind of thinking I can roll all that together. And
Great. What are the shows on your channel?
oh boy, traveling.
Okay, so traveling is important because you have friends who already travel and you love to travel.
Right.
What other shows are on your channel?
Doing different activities, whether
Okay,
it's
what activities do people that you want to relate to do? That you do, that you love?
Well, I like to eat well.
Okay.
So
who doesn't?
So I like going to nice restaurants, or
Perfect.
even when I'm dieting.
So you're a foodie.
Mixing it up, totally.
Great. So you're going to share your experience, not post. Here's where I'm eating.
Exactly.
Just checked into here. No, you're going to share an experience about that place.
Take a picture with the chef.
Hell yes. Okay, you're getting this. Okay, got it. All right. What else?
Let's see. I have a friend who works at Off the Wall Gallery, so
Okay.
he's really into art. So
Okay.
other people who are into art, they also host charity events.
Beautiful.
So I'm looking forward to working some of those charity
So you're going to
events.
go to charity events. You're going to take pictures. You're going to show the community out there how they can be involved and be charitable.
Also show that I'm a member of the community and I want
There
to
you
give
go.
back.
Wonderful. So you're going to have a channel that loves art and shares, contributes to the community. You're going to have a channel that travels, and you're going to have a channel that, what else? Oh, that loves food. Is that a pretty damn good channel? Dude, I'll totally watch that. You're like the 21-year-old Anthony Bourdain. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. All right, great.
Who else
You
wants to
have
go through their channels?
anybody else? Last
Through their
chance.
shows on the
Last
channel.
chance, you guys. We
Yeah,
gotta
go
move
ahead.
on.
In the very back.
Gina.
No. No, okay, I'm glad you asked that question.
Or are you saying eliminating the channel, they're not the agents in that channel?
Correct. So that's not a demographic that you're shooting for. You're going to have them, you're not eliminating anyone. They are going to start to remove themselves from your channel because the shows that are there are not interesting to them. I don't watch Lifetime. Why? I don't like the shows that are on Lifetime. They're dramas. I don't watch other channels for the same reason. People will auto-eliminate themselves. You don't need to go through and remove anyone, though. The friends that are there will continue to follow you. The ones that don't will unfollow you, and that's okay. You don't need everyone to follow you, but you want to make sure that your shows are targeting the people you want to target. You don't want to have, for example, if you're not targeting older people that are at home, you don't want to have a show that talks about basket weaving or how to crochet. You know, that you have to be cognizant of the content I'm putting out there is going to reach a certain audience. And I want to make sure that's the audience that I want to work with. Does that make sense? Okay, excellent.
You're targeting with content.
You're targeting with your content. Then you're also going to target ads with Facebook targeting. But for your general content, you're targeting with your content. Yeah.
Does anybody know the difference between organic and paid advertisement?
Free and paid.
Pretty much. One's free, one's paid. Now, when you have a website, and you want organic traffic, what do you normally have to do? Does anybody know anything about creating organic traffic on a website?
SEO.
Right, you have to get your SEO in order. What are you actually doing in your SEO?
Making sure you put in the appropriate keywords. So like
The keywords. What keywords are you putting in?
Keywords that pertain to your target.
The keywords that pertain to your target market. So when you pick out your keywords in terms of your target market.
What keywords would they be searching for?
There you go. What keywords would your target market be searching for? So you're going to pay for those keywords so that you show up through paid advertisement, or you're going to organize your website in a way so that it has a lot of those keywords in it. You're going to make sure that you put content that's relevant with those keywords, right? So that when people go on Google and say, hey, I want to do this, that, or the other, Google says, hey, look, this website has a lot of the keywords that you just typed. You should probably take a look at this. It looks like they're relevant. This might be something you might want to look through, right? That's how organic works, organic traffic. If you want to pay for it, all you have to do is pay for the keywords, and then you show up whether you have those keywords in your website or not. You show up at the top of the page. Same thing when you're doing social media, right? You're going to be thinking about what keywords people want to hear, want to talk about, want to relate to you on. And then every once in a while, you may say, you know what, this is kind of something else, and it only relates to this group. It's not really something that I want to target to everyone out there. It's not really something that really my channel should have, but it may be really good for maybe like my family members or maybe like a really small group. And I want to show you guys something. Nugget, when you post, it automatically posts publicly. See how it says public down here? Can you see that? What happens if you click on that? Well, you get a chance to post just to your friends, so it won't be public, so it won't be searchable through the search engines, right? You can do friends except, so you can actually click what friends not to show it to. You can show only me, which is boring. You can click on see all and then click create new lists. So check this out. Lists that there are out there, and you create new ones. You can just go in there and create. You can have acquaintances and have other ones, contractors, family. I'm connected to my Florida State people, my fraternity, people in general in Houston, Texas. Maybe it's something that the entire public doesn't want to know about. Maybe just people in Houston, like flood houses, information on flood houses. I have friends from Florida. Do they really care about flood houses? Well, maybe. Yeah. Cool people. I'm UK, but you can call, whatever you want. I'm connected to wholesalers, White Picket Realty, et cetera, et cetera. You can literally just go on there and say, you know what? Anyone who's ever liked White Picket Realty, I want them to see this post. Anyone who's ever liked White Picket Realty, I want them because I want to recruit them or whatnot. There you go. How cool is that? Right? That's something you guys for are thinking, what if I actually want to do something just outside of my goals? Do that right there. You would. We have, yes, you can categorize every friend that you have. And it takes a little time. I suggest you do it when you accept them. So when you accept a friend category, it allows you to target them more specifically.
Yeah, so for example, if you have your motorcycle show, you can target events that are on your motorcycle list. So you can literally create, these are all the people I know that are into motorcycles. Now, the other thing you want to remember is Facebook is really smart. You post something about motorcycles, as long as you use the same keywords or hashtags, and it will automatically start to segment and only show it to the friend that have liked the same content. So if you don't want to go through and segment your entire list because you've got 2,000 friends, 3,000 friends, and you're like, I just can't do that. I don't have the time for it right now. Facebook will start to do it for you. The problem with Facebook doing it for you is you become less relevant and less relevant as less people like it. So Facebook has a rule that you have a certain amount of time to get a like. If you don't get a like, it dies on people's feeds. Okay?
I told Pablo I was going to pick on him today. And we agreed that it would be okay for me to pick on him just a little bit about his page. What we're going to do is we're going to look through this page real quick, and we're going to tell him what his channel is giving. We're going to tell him what his channel is so that he has an opportunity to recreate that channel and make sure that it's what he wants it to be from this point forward. There are a couple of things that I already immediately see that do not align with what we want as far as branding is concerned. Do you guys see some of those? Yes. What do you guys see? Vanessa? You see Remax in the back. Is he part of Remax now? No, and it hasn't. How long has it been since you've been part of Remax, Pablo? Yeah, but it's a confusing message, right? Yeah. It's a confusing message. The background in the back needs to be updated, and actually he updated it just recently because he knew I was going to call him out. All right, what else? What else do you guys see that is not?
Yeah, you go on the about section. He's got real estate consultant and Remax. So you want to make sure and update all of this information.
I was thinking the intro.
Oh, right here.
Talks all about real estate. We don't know Pablo personally.
Yeah.
At all.
So what do we want? What do we want to know about Pablo?
Who he is.
Yeah. One of the things that I love about him is the fact that he started a group in Katy to help entrepreneurs meet. It's a freaking phenomenal idea. A great group. Would you guys want to know about that on his page?
Yes.
Would you guys want to know that he's the organizer of that? Would you guys want to know that he's also a board member of NARA Houston?
Yes.
Yeah. Are those all things that are more important? Yeah. And you know what else? What else do you guys love? I don't want to plug it. Sandwiches. Let people want to know how some kind of way to relate to you. Who loves dogs here? Lover there? Why not? Why not? You maybe you love a certain type of dog, a furry one. I don't know, but all right. So we're going to come up with ideas of what this channel delivers, and this is what you're going to do with your own page, right? So, all right, we have a post here about Secret Ninja. Look at that. I think he's probably winning on. It looks like 5 likes so far, but a lot of interaction. That's really good. The more interaction you get, the better, by the way. All right, next thing. All right, having a memorable lunch at the Mossies. Love that place. All right. So we're eating there. Let's see what else. All right, breathe. What is this post about, Pablo? It's to your sister?
I love that.
Awesome. How can we have made this post more effective?
Include a picture of it?
Yeah. No. Do you guys get the message? Okay. All right. So maybe she's not with us. Great. Do you guys all get the message? Everyone gets it? Some of you are shaking your head. A lot of you aren't. The important thing is, did we leave out a portion of the community? Did we leave out people from understanding what we were trying to achieve here? Right? Let's keep going. What is this channel about so far? Oh, look, there's a video. Awesome. All right, celebrating a friendship there. Great. So Pablo likes to have friends. Oh, check it out. He likes to work out. Cool, right? How could we have made this post a little bit more engaging? Yeah, maybe a picture. A picture of his chest.
But a check-in at the location where you're at would have been good too. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Pictures of chest do get likes.
Got it. All right. So I can tell that your sister's been on your mind. You've been really putting some thought into that. Great. Let's keep going. What else does this page say? Okay. Pablo attends a lot of networking events. Look at that. There's a lot of pictures with other folks. Oh, worked out again. Boom. And had some bacon. All right. Networking. Very good. What is this? Oh.
So
What happens there? What happens there? This is a great thing to talk about. What happens there?
So this happens a lot, guys, where you'll see that somebody goes in and then tags you and all of their posts. Why would somebody do that? Who can tell me? Not Brandon. They're trying to reach your audience. So by them tagging you, they're not going in front of all of your friends list. So I have to do something on mine that's called timeline review. Anytime somebody tags me, it lets me know, hey, you just got tagged. Do you actually want this to go on your timeline? Why? What happened? Well, once I got tagged in some pornography, and that popped up on my timeline without me knowing it, and somebody had to contact me, and luckily they were funny, and they were like, hey, you got something really ugly on your Facebook. You need to go check it. The other thing that happened is I used to get tagged a lot on like company posts. So like this valet company kept tagging me. And a nightclub added me as a friend, and they kept tagging me in their posts. They were like, oh, BB's going to be watching Los Centenarios, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I'm not. That's not, none of that is true. None of that is what I want on my channel. Do you really want eXp Realty and Rhonda Rogers promoting herself on your channel?
What is this the equivalent of?
It's like running a free advertisement for her.
Spam.
It's spam.
Yeah.
That's right. It's like someone going up to your car and taking off your sticker that says, hey, you know, this is what I do, and placing theirs right on top of it. And one that you couldn't peel off. This to me is an invasion of our channel. It's an invasion of our privacy. So make sure you go into your settings, which are going to be right here, and you're going to go into security settings, and you're going to take away the ability for people to post on your wall. You're going to say you want to review your wall, and we can do that here in a minute when we get some time to work on our pages. Okay? All right.
But show him how he can, because you can go in and you can delete that post still. So you can untag yourself and you can remove yourself from that post. And you want to. Guys, you're not going to insult anyone by removing yourself from a spam that they put on your wall. And whoever's doing that didn't have enough respect for you to begin with to be spamming your wall, especially the fact that knowing that they know you're a realtor and then they're going to post their ad about real estate to all of your friends on your wall. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so the way you would do it is you would click right here. If this was my page, it would give me the option to remove the post or untag myself.
Yeah.
All right. So make sure that you guys are keeping your walls clean as you're doing this, because this is what people do, by the way. By the way, next time you go to work with a client, a buyer, or a seller, this is your resume. Okay? Forget the old, hey, here's the page of lies that I did or didn't do, blah, blah, blah. Forget that, right? That's gone. This is your resume now. Here and see what your channel is about and whether you are a trustworthy person. Trustworthy, by the way, right now means does everything that I see make sense? Is there anything here that doesn't make sense? Anything that maybe contradicts one thing or the other? So every time you have a contradiction, you lose points on trustworthiness. All right, that's how this works nowadays. So make sure you're going through there and making sure yours are all right, here's the third one about working out. Is it getting a little repetitive?
Yeah, because he doesn't do any legs. It's always chest and back.
Look at Rhonda again. Look at Rhonda Rogers. Is she taking advantage?
Yes.
Is she being rude right now?
Yes.
Yeah, she's using his networking, which he goes to a lot and lets people know about what he does and how he can help them. She's using him. Look at this. Yeah. Yeah. To sell him on a bunch of, well, we won't get into that. That's a whole other story. Yeah, we're not fans of the MLMs. All right. All right, cool. Starbucks. I like that you checked into Starbucks, Pablo, but I would love to see maybe the cup of coffee, or you sipping on the cup of coffee, or you maybe sharing a cup of coffee with a friend.
So and do you know what ranks highest on Facebook? Facebook has rankings too. Well, number one is Going Live. Going Live ranks absolute highest on Facebook. You jump to the top of everyone's newsfeed when you go live.
And they get a notification.
And you get a notification that you just went live. So you want to start popping up on a lot of people's news feeds, go live.
You guys want to win that checking contest today?
The second thing that goes the highest on the news feed is a picture that includes a real human being's face. So Facebook has facial recognition. If you just post a picture of just a coffee cup and a picture of a face next to a coffee cup, the picture of the face next to the coffee cup will rank higher than the picture of just the coffee cup.
Well, look, here's
So you
a
wanna
perfect
keep that in
example.
mind.
Here's a perfect example. Maybe 10 people that like this, right? And then the next post, you got 20 something, almost 30.
Yeah.
You see
And
that?
That has nothing to do with, it has to do with the amount of people it showed up in front of.
Yep.
Why? Because Facebook saw, pictures of people's faces. And there's a lot of people in this one. I'm going to put it on more people's newsfeed and see how many people will like it.
Facebook thought this would be more relevant to your crowd,
Yeah.
to the people on your friends list. So that's why you got more likes for it. All right. So, and here's the thing. Every time you post something and it only gets a couple of likes, 5 or less, you may just not want to post that ever again. You may just want to even just go in there and delete it. It's
Well, like
something
this
that
one here was a picture of Supercuts. I would much rather see a picture of you sitting in that haircut chair. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So there's one in the comments. I would want to see it as right the main picture.
this was the picture that needed to be posted.
Yes, that was the one that should have been up here. Picture of him getting his hair cut at Supercuts. Hey, I'm a realtor. I have flexibility. I design my lifestyle. I went and got my hair cut. This is my favorite hairdresser. She made me try out Snapchat.
Hey,
that would have been a lot more interesting post.
She's pretty cute. She'd probably get a bunch of likes just on that.
It's true, actually.
I got 38 on my Starbucks cup.
There you go. There you go. Nice. So, all right. Do you see where we're getting here? Do you see where we're going? And by the way, the more irrelevant posts that you have, irrelevant being people that don't like it very much, if you don't get a lot of likes on a post, the more of them that you have, the less you will show up organically on Facebook. Facebook will penalize you for putting stuff up that is considered irrelevant. So if you post a bunch of stuff that doesn't get a bunch of likes, you are slowly starting to become completely irrelevant from Facebook, and you will not show on your friends' feed.
Now,
Make
one
sure
other
that
little tip too: if you like to share things, copy the link and share it on your own wall. Because when you do just a share and then you type something, you don't rank nearly as high when you're sharing somebody else's stuff. So you want to make sure that if you want to be relevant with that, then you just take it, copy it, and then paste it yourself. So if you found a really good article that talks about, hey, this is what the Houston market's going to look like now after the floods, and it was on Fox 26, go in, get the link, go back, paste, and put the link in yourself. Because when you share Fox 26's post, it's not nearly as relevant as when you share the link on your own.
Real quick, another thing that I found out with Ashley's recent post is that people love giving their opinion about stuff.
Yes, they do.
And so
I love that. Let me look at that real quick.
She posted a picture with 4 different.
Thank you, by the way, Pablo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, thank you, guys.
Let's
Can we
give Pablo a big round of applause.
I'm going to cover that.
What is the channel that you guys got from reviewing Pablo's channel page? What channel are you on?
For him, community.
Okay, so he's a person that loves community.
Yes.
Great, wonderful. What else?
Huge chest and networking.
Okay, a lot of chest and a lot of arms and back. We got that. So someone that appreciates health and fitness. Wonderful. Yes. Anybody else? Okay, networking, part of community. What else?
Family.
Family. Okay, you guys saw some family in there. Is there anything else? Okay, you guys got some good ones. Can we make all of those channels deliver a little bit better? Yes. How can we increase deliverability on this channel right now?
More photos.
More photos? What?
Update profile.
Okay, we need to update the profile to get rid of any inconsistencies. All inconsistencies cost you money.
And add, his partner already.
Add who you really are. People want to get to know who you are, not what you do. It's not about what you do. It's about who you are. What you do is the icing on the cake. All right. What else?
Remove spam.
Remove spam. And sometimes that means we have to get rid of those spammy friends. By the way.
You scroll down and see the guy removed. They just remove some of it.
You have to refresh. You have to refresh.
All right.
there was like one more on the other one that you guys saw.
Yeah.
Wow, so there's 3 spam from the same
I
person?
just noticed that right now you're calling me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I want to show you guys.
What about liking amongst ourselves? Does that help?
Yes, because I'm telling you that ticker time that you have, which I believe they've upped it to 17 seconds now. So you have 17 seconds from the second you post something to get a like. Otherwise, it dies on Facebook.
Wow.
Okay, so that's huge.
So
yes,
Say that again?
you have 7. It used to be 7. I believe they just upped it to 17. But you have 17 seconds to get a like, a comment, or some type of something on a post. And the little faces, smiley faces, hearts, all those, they actually count for more than just a regular like. But you have 17 seconds. If you don't get anything within 17 seconds, it's dead.
So if you want to help your fellow white picket agent, you're going to not just like their post, you're going to go in there and click the heart sign. Heck,
Put the laughing face
or the
smiling
angry
face
sign, or whatever you want.
Whatever it is.
And maybe drop a quick little, hey, cool post or whatever, comment. So we create engagement, and by the way, by us using the same hashtags, it also delivers it to each other's wall.
Go ahead,
so we are all connected that way.
Yeah, so one of the things I also do is when they comment, and I have a bunch of comments on there, I'll actually go back and set a time to go comment different times of the day.
Yes.
Then I'll go back up there.
That's right.
So I won't,
every new comment is a bump.
So even if I have time to comment on all 5 of them, I'm just gonna comment on one so you can go back up. And then later on the day, I'm gonna comment on the other one and keep going back.
Yeah, so what you want to do, and I love that idea, likes keep you going onto more people's pages, right? On more people's timelines. So if you get a like, boom, you start another 17 seconds. You have 17 seconds to get another like, 17 seconds to get another like. The more likes you get, the more timelines you start to pop up on. So that's on that side of it. Now, comments are really big because comments give you what's called a bump. You go back up to the top of people's timelines because you're looked at as relevant. You want to make sure that if you're out there posting something and you're getting comments, talk back with those people. Comment back on their comments. The second you start commenting back, bump, you get bumped back up. And they get a notification, and everyone else who's commented gets a notification that a comment was added. After a certain amount of comments, it'll even notify everyone who's liked the post that there's new comments on the post that they can go read. So commenting and liking is super important. And yes, us doing it for each other, it does give you a massive boost. Facebook doesn't care that we all work together. Facebook is not, I'm sure they are aware because they're aware of everything, but that's not a big importance to them. What they care about is it relevant? Do people like what's being posted? And are people engaging with that post? Does that make sense?
Very cool, you guys. I want to show you guys Ashley's page, which I really, really love what she's doing. First of all, the intro. Do you see what the intro says? What does it say? Horror enthusiast. I mean,
Coffee addict, entrepreneur, and boss babe. I don't even know what boss babe is, but it sounds cool.
Yeah. Do you guys get an idea for who she is right now? Is she awesome already? Yeah. All right. She's got the branding in the background, a good close-up picture, but not too close. Right? It's good enough for us to see that her face, have a great smile. All right. And then I want to show you guys a post that she did, which I thought was really cool. So as I'm scrolling through here, check out what she's got. She's got family pics. Are those all? Yeah. She's got one with her face in it right there. Look at the amount of likes that she got on that. 70 something. Now check this one out. This is a great example of setting something up for the people's opinion.
Look at this. Look how many comments are there, guys.
101 comments, folks. 101 comments. Now, is this an opportunity for you to connect with your friends?
Yes.
This is a great way for you to say, hey, I'm buying you glasses, and hey, tell me what you like. Great. And you get a chance to go in there and have a conversation with them. Hey, what are you up to? Hey, what's life been up to? What have you been doing? There's people that will come up out of nowhere and say, hey, number 3 is my favorite. You can go back there and literally engage with them. Is that important for you to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, great example of one that I think is really good. I'm going to show you guys some more.
So more family. So she's very family oriented. She likes to go out and do activities because she was at the Renaissance Festival. She did a comment post.
Lesson from a 2-year-old. DJ, give me a big hug. No thanks, I'm good. WTF just happened.
But it goes in line with what she's building here. Part of her channel is, hey, I'm a family person. I'm a mother. It said it right there in her description. She said it herself.
All right, she is getting her training on. She's got a cool little meme of herself there. By the way, you can get that through something called Bitmoji. It's an app. It's really simple to set up, and it's free. And it gives you some cool pics to post about yourself. All right, it looks like we all posted this one. Or I tagged her in it. She allowed that to be in there. Great. All right. Oh, look, she went out. Ladies' night. Boom. How cool is that? She went out with some friends.
How many advertisements have you seen on her page yet? None. There's not been a single one where she's like, I'm a realtor. Come work with me, please.
Okay.
That's a share for the white
Share
ticket
for
happy hour.
happy hour. Looks like the kiddos with maybe some cousins or something. Am I right? Yeah. Cool. Look at all, she's still getting a good amount of likes there. She's talking about the SaaS. The amount of likes on this one, 121 plus. Yeah. All right. Oh, look, an advertisement. Finally. Oh, a client tagged her? Even better. This is like an advertisement times 2. How cool is this? A year later, after helping us get our dream home, she stops by like a fairy with yummy treats. Thank you for always keeping up with us, Ashley. And tags her in it, tags her. This must have been a pop by that she did. And tags her business card right on there. Do you see what she just did? Is this not amazing? Look at that. That's amazing right there. Love it. All right. Love you guys. Hope you like them. Is that person going to go out and let other people know about their realtor?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. She just did. She posted it so all her friends will see that. Absolutely. All right. Very cool. That's a good one. Let's see. What is
somebody else? Have I told you how much I love my realtor? Somebody else posting for her. Somebody else creating this is called I can't think of the word right now. Something biased. But basically, somebody's giving an opinion of her already. Therefore, people already believe that opinion is true. That's why referrals are so powerful, because it comes with an opinion of what someone already thinks about you without her having to post, I'm a realtor, look at me, I can help you. Other people are now posting about her. This comes way more highly respected than a post about yourself.
This is an amazing post, you guys. This is what you want to shoot for. Those Popeyes that we're doing, those things that we're bringing to you guys, this is what you're hoping will happen and what you need to start working on creating. Make sure that this is happening. By the way, if you like the gift, I would love a mention on Facebook about it. It's okay for you to ask for that business. If you get someone to do this, it boosts your credibility tenfold. You're not advertising anymore. People are telling people why they should work with you. Imagine how people are looking at this as her resume right now. All right. So we're going to continue. Now you guys get an idea. Here, look at this.
Let's give everyone till noon to get your page set up, pick your channels up, make sure that you know what you're going to be advertising, and start cleaning up your wall. Because I'm guessing a lot of your Facebook walls may probably look even worse than Pablo's. Yeah. It wasn't that bad. We just had a little bit of spam on there. Let's give everyone an opportunity right now to go in and clean them up so that you can have it cleaned up. We'll give you 14 minutes while we get set up, because we do have somebody who wants to present something really quick to you. So we want to make sure you got a little bit of time to work, and then we're going to have them present. So go ahead right now and get going.
All right, you guys, if you have any questions, this is your opportunity. Make sure you're knocking all of this work out. You got 15 minutes to do it.
All of us riding up on one accord. My king, best believe I commentate. Everything you talk to me, I can come to my neck. Look for me, I'm a super priest, call me beast. I'm rush with the destiny. Anybody stay next to me, just real. I ain't waiting for money to die. Give me 1 second, I'm going
I'm calling the
You feeling?
Yeah. I already have the advantage.
No, the other one. Alfred Toomey?
So this is Alan's, but I'll search
Tag him on Facebook. Go on the blog. That's how you do.
Who was it? 224.
Yes, ma'am. It's all under one here. This one? Grab it, Sammy. Yeah, that means you have a 75. So it's not showing up for top. I don't know what it is. You just want to make sure that whatever you have is something that you want to promote. So if you don't mind promoting your service, then that's okay. Yeah, you want to make sure it's something that you would actually work. That makes sense? But if you would have shared a story with it, it looks like you shared something else. You shared someone else's.
This is my husband's Capricorn. Oh. And so here's his work page. They're having problems. And then I try to work on his
Yeah, which is fine. What's going on there, sir? I'm just going to pass another way. How's it?
Give my love to shooting stars, move so fast that I can't keep up chasing. I'm in love with a shooting star. She moves so fast when she falls and nothing waiting. Give my love to shooting star. She moves so fast that I can't keep up chasing. I'm in love with a shooting star. She moves so fast when she falls and nothing waiting. Give my love to shooting star. She moves so fast that I can't keep up chasing.
Okay. Yeah, so here, it's just a
Guys, if you're gonna order food, this is your opportunity to do it.
There you go, sir. Do we have anything like that? Not that I know of, but you can ask people to send it. Like, look it up on the list. Are they in the 6 way? Create a search and send it to them. Oh, so you're trying to find something. We'll ask in a second when we get started. More minutes, guys. Keep cleaning up your social media.
That's what I called her, dude.
So I find those yeah, cool, bro. We gotta look, bro.
Yeah, we gotta watch out for each other. Yeah, those are.
I'm gonna put it over here.
Dreams of you and me. Still do what I want, waste another day. No more broken. Where you lead me to the roadless sea. No, we're gonna do the free credit repair program.
Hey guys, we're going to be starting in about 10 minutes.
No, 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Go ahead and start wrapping up.
I don't know this very much, guys. We haven't been able to walk in.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah.
At least the hundo. It's at least the hundo.
I like them.
At least the hundo will fix up. Maybe
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, you want to go ahead and start? Huh? All right, guys.
Okay, everyone. We're ready to get started. In order to get back up, we've invited a good friend of ours to come out and talk to you guys all about helping your people with bad credit. Who's ever run into someone who has horrible credit but wants to buy a house and you have absolutely no clue how to help them because they haven't helped themselves for the last 10 years? Great. There is a way for you to help them, and Chris Ebert is here to tell us all about his program, how he helps people, and how he helps other realtors just like you turn those people into potential buyers down the road. So give a big round to Chris.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? Okay. Well, first thing I tell you is I would not recommend going out and advertising for people with bad credit, because you know what you're going to get? A lot of people with bad credit. It's a horrible situation. And it's great if you can afford to go 6 or 9 months without a paycheck, right? It's good for building a pipeline. But here's what it's actually really good for, and this is actually what I've been teaching real estate agents since 2003. People with bad credit actually know people with great credit. Now also think about how people buy houses. people buy houses in waves of their peer group, don't they? So think about this. Think about when 30-somethings, all their friends all of a sudden start buying houses. They always buy in waves, right? I mean, I have noticed that trend over and over. I noticed it amongst my friends. I didn't want to buy a house until one of my friends said, "My God, you still live in an apartment." I mean, I was like, and so we're not going to go to your house. Oh, give me a break. Okay. But that works. People with, that's the reason, and that's the sole reason to ever market to people with bad credit. So now you know what to do with those people with bad credit because they're just pains in the ass right now. Right. So one, you don't necessarily want to engage someone, but you want to help. You want to be able to give them effect of keeping up with. I will tell you, I have found the best results with agents that will sit down and make a monthly phone call. Hey, look, you started your credit process about a month ago. How's it going? What obstacle are you facing? She'll call that all the difference in the world. Really, really is. In 2 months down the road, do the exact same. Hey, yeah, what's going on? Where are you at? It's something called other than, hey, I want to sell you a house. Isn't it? It is a opportunity to solve a problem. Because really, that's what real estate agent problem. So, kind of dump, but still keep in control of clients have credit. Is we offer a free credit repair course. It is a no holds bar. It's done in 2 to 3 minute videos over subject number 1. This is what you do first. Subject number 2, this is how you build up good credit. Subject number 3, et cetera, et cetera. But it gets done, but they then are put into our campaign of following up with them weekly. Now, here's the good news. On those weekly emails, I'm going to help y'all set up with your own little unique ID. Okay, and I'm going to show you how all this factors in back into your Facebook. With your own unique ID, someone signs up underneath that, you're going to know that they signed. You're going to know where they are within their own free credit repair. We actually call them too. Hey, guess what? You should have done X, Y, and Z by now. They're going to get a follow-up email. You should have done X, Y, and Z. If you haven't, you now need to do this, okay? But on all those emails and on the page that they log into is all your information. So now they have various points of contact back to you, okay? It's an easy, convenient way that doesn't cost them any money to do if they want to do it. Now, of course, we're monitoring their whole progress, and we know exactly when most people stop doing their own credit repair. Just FYI, it's in week 5. That's when we swoop in and we say, hey, look, you've done this. You've done a great job. Why did you stop? It is almost one reason. I didn't have time anymore. Hey, would you like us to take over for you on that? Here's the great news about our program. And I think we've eliminated a lot of the problems, a lot of the issues that a lot of people have had with credit repair. They go, I paid this company a whole bunch of money and nothing happened. I pay them every single month and nothing ever happens. Guys, we charge $35 per deletion per bureau. So if it appears on all 3 bureaus, it's $105. We don't take that fee until 45 days after they get the result. There cannot be a scenario in which they said they paid us money. We take our money so far in arrears that they cannot make that claim against us. Okay? If I don't get them a result, I don't get paid. It's that simple. Okay?
Who loves that?
I mean, that's strong. The second thing is our website is in English and Spanish. All the videos, all the forms, English and Spanish. If they choose to hire us, English and Spanish. There's even a dedicated Spanish-speaking phone number. We have 7 people in our office that are native Spanish speakers. And so all communication is in the client's native language. Now, we also offer Korean as well. I don't know if anybody needs that, but we do. And we are working on Vietnamese right now. Okay? So, that's the nuts and bolts of dumping a client. I say dumping, I don't mean it in a negative sense. It's just placing a client in a place where you can, kind of keep up with what's going on. And, more importantly, it's a safe place for them to go. Okay? But now to go back to what you can do with this, you can post, let me see if we can log in. I'm going to kind of describe this. I'm going to send out a link to everybody, okay, if that's okay with you. Yeah. And all I need you to do is, now, it is go to free credit up there, lead generation program. Okay, I'm going to send you out this link. What happens when you log in? We already have your social media campaigns already done for you. In fact, we've got 5 of them right now based off of what time of year. So right now we have one left. Then you can go ahead and set up. By the way, usually all 5 of them, you go ahead and pre-do, and you can set them up for next year because on Facebook, LinkedIn, G+, Google+, and Twitter, you can preload, you can pre-do all of these campaigns and say what date you want to have them go ahead and do. So we not only give you the graphics to go ahead and upload, we give you what you can go ahead and say, all you got to do is make it your own. So we give you the sample text, okay? We want you to put in the hashtags. We want you to put in your own hashtags, okay? I would suggest White Picket Realty, hashtag White Picket Realty in there on all of them, right? That way everybody can keep track of what's kind of going on. And then what we have found is most real estate agents without heavy promotion are usually getting in between 10 and 15 per campaign. Some real estate agents have done a small Facebook promotion, and they've been able to get into 100 to 120 new leads. Okay? Now, of course, these are all people that expressed interest in credit repair. So what do you know about them? They may or may not have the credit scores to actually meet. But they also, a lot of people just are interested. They're just curious. Okay? What it does is it attracts clients that are interested in improving their credit specifically for a home loan. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Not only that, we also have pre-done press releases in there. Oh, by the way, this is Cecilia Rivera. Hi. This is in our Houston office. By the way, our Houston office is just right up the street at Westheimer and Voss. Okay, so we're fairly close. The other resources that we have are a lot of cheat sheets to give out to clients that you can customize and make your own. You can add your information to it. It's very easy to do and go online and easy to do. That's that. Does anybody have any questions about this? Just where to send a client that's interested? Okay.
Are you sending us each our own link that we can use?
Yes. And you can go in and monitor what's going on with them through that little portal.
Awesome. Very cool. Who's run across someone that doesn't have the credit right now but wants to buy? Raise your hand. Okay. Okay. What do you normally do with those clients? What happens to those normally?
You refer them out, but there's really, it's on them, on the credit repair. Fact check.
Yeah, but you don't get a chance to actually help them through the process, right? Because it's not like you're going to do the credit repair for them, right? So how awesome is it that there is a company that literally specializes in that? and can handle your clients until they're ready to buy a home.
That's right.
Isn't that cool? And then you've given them the access to that. You've given them free access because of who you are and because of who you're connected to and the fact that you're part of the team and we're connected to Chris and his company. You now can provide this for free to your clients. That's a perk of being able to work with you. So you're bringing value to the client. You're giving them a free access on how they can repair their credit for free. If they don't want to spend any money, great. If they get too tired and want to spend some money, then they can hire Chris's company. And once they're ready, once they have that 620 or so that you're looking for, boom, you're ready to help them start buying a house.
That's right.
Right? How cool is that? Is that an easy way to create a really strong pipeline? Yeah. So here's the thing. I get it sometimes. And one of the things that we get in Peak Producers is I don't know a lot of people. I don't have a big, strong network. I just moved to Houston. Is that a real reason why you can't be successful in real estate? Absolutely not. If you use that excuse, go ahead and get rid of it. Go ahead and get that out of your mindset right now, because there is a way for you to help people. And this is just one tool that you can use. There are so many others, but this is one that you can really tackle. You can run a quick little ad about this. We're going to work on creating squeeze pages here shortly. Imagine if you created a squeeze page that said something like, I can help you fix your credit for free. On me, I'll cover it. These are the 5 mistakes that you've made on your credit. 1, 2, 3. On the other page is 4 and 5. Here's a link where you can get yours fixed for free. Boom, they go in there, they sign up. You have 100 people in there. Are those eventually going to turn into money? Dang right they are.
And not only that, here's the actual value. It's not just, I mean, these are going to be some more long-term prospects, getting to know you, right? But what they're also getting to know is, can I trust this person to refer my friends to them? It doesn't happen overnight, does it? But guess what happens is you can start in and say, well, are your other friends purchasing houses too? How about your mother, your father? I mean, you can start asking the leading questions. What we have found is when real estate agents started tackling it from that point of view of using people with bad credit not ready to buy right now as lead generation on their own, they have been much, much more successful at generating an immediate check, something inside of 2 months versus 6 months to 9 months down the road. Okay? Does that make a lot more sense on being able to generate leads? Now, here's also the kind of the good news about this. Whenever you target people with bad credit, I know it may seem like there's a lot of people out there doing that. Believe it or not, there's really not. Here's the even better news. Zillow is not your competitor anymore. Zillow is focusing on the 75% of people that qualify for a house right now. That's their whole marketing strategy. And Zillow is actually one of the bigger fears for a lot of real estate agents because they are doing so much in the market. They pretend, or they say they may even be able to replace a lot of real estate agents. Well, one thing you can't replace is people helping people. A website is never, ever going to, even on our website, that's just the lead in so we can start talking to people. You cannot replace the person-to-person interaction. You just can't do it. And especially on the 25% that need help desperately in repairing their credit. Okay? This is something that whenever you compete in this market, you have access to the 75% that Zillow is for, but you're dominating the market of people with bad credit. And that's what I want to leave you with today is that's why it makes so much sense. You just have to be prepared for the issues that come with people that have bad credit. They're not ready to buy right now. What are you going to do with them? This is one great avenue. If you want us to just go ahead and take over and talk with them, turn our little pamphlet right back over on the very back. Okay?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Quesadillas, nachos?
Yeah, just pass them around. Chris has graciously invited us to have some food on his company and himself. So let's give him a big round of applause for coming out and talking to us about that. So Chris, I'm gonna send you a roster of all of the agents. You send us each an individual link.
Yeah.
And then who sees some possibility here?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Who can give me an idea on how you can use this tool to create free leads? I want to hear the word free in what you tell me. Yes, Brandon.
Create a squeeze page.
Create a squeeze page that
Run
what?
an ad on it.
No. I want to hear free. We can run ads on squeeze pages. I want to hear free. How do we make free leads from this? Because we're talking marketing today, right? We're going to talk about paying, but I also want to talk about not paying.
Share it on your Facebook.
Can you share it on your Facebook page? Yeah, you could if you're finding a way to deliver it in terms of value, right? What else can you do?
Email your database and ask them if they know anybody that needs help with credit repair.
Boom! I found a way to help all my clients fix their credit for absolutely free by working with this amazing brokerage. Here's a tool. Make sure you send it to all your friends and family. Can you get some free leads that way by emailing all your clients? Give me some other ideas. Let's talk about how we can make money today, guys. That's what we're here to do.
Let me talk about how you can partner with other companies in your own network.
I like this.
To put on free credit seminars. We already have it ready to go in English and Spanish. It is completely out of the box PowerPoint presentations, packets, everything. We've been actually teaching this now for the last 8 years and doing this.
Let me get this right.
Yeah.
So you're going to give us all the materials, the PowerPoint. We host an event. It can be here.
Yeah.
And we're going to teach people how to fix their credit for free.
No advertisements, no nothing from us.
How many people would come to that you know of?
There's a lot of people. And so here's my suggestion. Partner with an insurance agent.
Yeah.
Partner with your LO.
Yeah.
The numbers make sense out of all of it, right?
Yep.
So partner with people that are going to target all the same people anyway.
Yep.
Y'all agree to share the leads, share the costs for the night. Hell, we'll pitch it. I mean, I have no problem doing that. We'll do it all the time. I'll come and speak at it too if you want. Otherwise, I will give you exactly what to say. Okay? And we give these in English and Spanish. The Spanish ones are not as well attended, but the English ones, it is not uncommon to have 50 to 60 people.
Are you guys listening to this? Are you guys hearing what he's saying right now? Because what he's telling you is how you can make a ton of money here in the next few months. Which, by the way, are we going to run into a lot of people with some credit issues because of what just happened?
Yes.
Yeah. This is what we're talking about, setting yourself up for success. Juliana.
So I find the place, advertise for people to get there, and you will do the presentation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We will set it up. I mean, we will have everything ready for you. Let's just get some marketing partners to help market this. I can give you a list of a few different people that we found that have brought people in, and I'll say a few different types of professions. Okay, and they basically, you all market to your list, split the cost. I'm not gonna kid you, it usually comes out to be less than $50-60.
Well, let me just ask you guys, if we, let's say Juliana decides to host one in the Woodlands, right? Who would be willing to pitch in and split some of the leads with her on the cost? Hell, I know I would. Look, you got 4 people that already want to do it. So don't let money on setting something like this up ever get in the way. There are so many title companies. There are so many insurance companies. There are so many lending companies out there that would be willing to throw money at you just to get in front of 50 or 60 people that you never have to worry about money. Plus, you have people in this room already right now who are more than happy to split any additional costs that there may be, or maybe just the time that it takes to set it up, maybe making a few phone calls for you and setting up the tables like we did, right? And boom, you got it. You split the leads, you do whatever you want with them. You guys figure that out. And heck, the good thing about all this, by the way, is that you are working with a company who specializes in setting up awesome events. So you can always come to us. We're happy to help you. David's a master at this stuff. So anything that you guys need, let us know. This is a great way for you to start building and really stuffing that pipeline full for those next 3 months, for December, when we're all going to see the market take a big, big shift.
Well, one other place that you can go market to and talk to, the housing authorities and the home ownership initiatives through the county and the city. Do not underestimate those. Unbelievable. So I do one with the Dallas Housing Authority. I am a required class. I've been teaching this one now for 8 years. I'm a required class if you want an electricity voucher, housing voucher, any type of public assistance, you have to go sit through my class. And there are lots of people that have sat through it 30, 40 times. But if you want anything in Dallas County as far as assistance, I'm a required class. Believe it or not, they've got the same requirements. And all of these programs are looking exactly for something like this because they need it for their HUD certification. So, and now you've got them out advertising for you. You don't, all you got to do is say, let's do it this night. They're going to go through their rosters.
You know what I like too? I think about the client that would go through this process, right? Because you, the agent, got them connected. And then you walked them through this whole thing. You were there, you were calling them once a month just to make sure that they were well taken care of and that they had all their questions answered. Chris is also calling them on his end. And all of a sudden, down the road, they become homeowners.
That's right.
What did you do for them? What was their experience like? Did you change their life?
That's right.
You made a dream come true, because when they see this client right here, he's going to go to your ordinary realtor, your ordinary loan officer, and he's going to get a big old brick wall. They're going to say, I'm sorry, I don't work with you. And he's going to get about 10 brick walls before he gives up. Okay? And that client may not ever want to have the want or motivation to ever become a homeowner ever again. That's right. Right? Is that client going to be extra specially grateful to you? Are you going to be extraordinary in their life because of the connection that you just made? So that's why we wanted to bring Chris over, because this is a really good tool for you guys to have right in your back pocket. You can really go out there and change people's lives from this, and that client's not going to be opposed to saying something on Facebook about how you really made that dream come true. That homeownership happened because of who you knew and how you pointed them in the right direction.
And that's the greatest referral you can have. That's somebody, and even from our own clients, whether they came in through a realtor or whatever, when you do that, you get their whole family. You get everybody they know. Someone mentions credit, boom, you're the first one on top of their mind. That's what we want. That's how we've grown. That's how we've stayed in business since 2003. One last thing, one more minute if that's okay. I just want to mention the law firm side. If you'll all notice on the business card, I'm paralegal at the Helstowski Law Firm. Okay, the Helstowski Law Firm owns part of Expert Credit Repair. It is our feed-in to the law firm. Okay, what the law firm does exceptionally well is for those clients that we see only one or two items on a credit report, we go, look, here's the deal. We can do a delete for pay with these particular debt collectors or creditors. Let's get it off. Let's buy it off the credit report. That can be done in 30 days or less. And believe it or not, sometimes whenever you show people that option, they go, oh, really? You can do that? Yes, you can do that. Now you've created an immediate buyer. It's not going to be all the people that you send to us, but hey, guess what? For that right person, that's an easy solution. That's an easy way to get a buyer. If you have a deal that has stopped at the closing table because of a credit issue, it does happen where, let's say, a brand new derogatory item came up from the first time they pulled the credit report to the time that they pulled the credit report at the closing table. Well, guess what? We can usually go in and take care of that ASAP, okay, and still get it deleted, and usually end up saving the client more money than our fees are. Usually our fees are $125 to $250 per creditor to do that. And it's very, very quick. The last thing I'm going to mention is anything that stops a real estate transaction, I don't care what it is. Is it a probate issue? Do you have a client that is in foreclosure? Believe it or not, foreclosures can be highly profitable for a real estate agent. Let us show you how. We are one of the highest filers of lawsuit defense cases inside the state of Texas. We're now filing between 13 to 20 a month. Where basically what's happening, the lender is going to foreclose on our client. We stop it, renegotiate the whole deal. A lot of times, I'll give you an example. Last week in Houston, filed about 2 months ago, ended up to where the house was underwater. It was going to go to a short sale. But by the time we got done with it, the client got $90,000 off the principal. And all of a sudden now it made sense. He actually walked out with a check from the closing table. It wasn't the biggest check in the world, but it was bigger than what he paid us. So he took a losing proposition, and more importantly, inside of a lender lawsuit like this, we renegotiate the credit. So the lenders will sit there and say, to end this lawsuit, guess what, on that one, they took off all but 1 30-day late payment. So that way he could immediately refinance into something else. They may not delete it, but they will take it down usually to 1 30-day late payment. So that way the client can move on. There is value in it and we can make sense of it. So if you ever hear of the word foreclosure or loan modification, that somebody is in loan modification hell right now, let us talk with them. Let us give them a lot of options and we can make sense out of it, okay? And it's not as costly as you might think. Yes? By the way? Okay, it is $180. It's not necessarily a sign-up fee. What is, look, we got to cover the cost of mailing, okay? That's honestly what it is. We cover the cost of mailing. And what it is, it's a credit analysis. It's usually about 20-page, and it is customized just for them. If they choose to hire us, they can pay it, and then we begin work. But if they look at the credit analysis and say, nah, not for me, can't do anything about it. Okay? But after that, it's $35 per deletion per bureau. Okay? Any other questions? So basically, probate issues on the law firm side. So if you have a problem with a real estate transaction and you don't know how to solve it, we are a great resource for that. We have attorneys standing by, and we'll get it taken care of. Okay? Thank you very much for your time.
Big round of applause for Chris. Yeah. Are you guys going to come across some people that are going to go into foreclosure here soon?
Yeah.
Better believe it.
Yeah, there's about to be.
There's good. Chris is going to be real busy here real soon.
We are already getting the phone calls.
Yep.
And for people preparing for it.
Yep.
They're basically saying, I'm not prepared to walk out and walk away from my house.
Everyone's going to do it.
What's the best way to do it? Let us show you what.
Yep. So what happens to those people when they walk away from their houses?
The house is going to get sold.
The house is going to get sold,
There
right?
needs to be a real estate agent tied, and you need to be the one tied to it.
There you go.
I mean,
There you go.
That's as simple as it. And we actually control that portion of it.
How cool is that? So if your client goes to them, they have to get into, at some point, a sale position. They dictate who that sale agent's going to be.
That's exactly right.
How beautiful is that? Can you make a whole lot of money this year? And next year? You guys are going to make a lot of money. You really are. If you're already thinking the direction that we're talking about here. So thanks a bunch, Chris, for coming out. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate the food as well.
Thank you for the food, guys, everyone.
Awesome. All right, guys. Who's ready to continue our Super Secret Ninja Social Media Class 2.0? Come on. Let's get excited. Let's get a quick round of jams while everything gets set up.
We're ready. Let's keep going.
Oh, we're ready to keep going? Oh, okay. You guys even want some jams? All right. Well, heck. All right. Did everyone get a chance to make the adjustment and changes to their page while we were on break? Yes? No? Almost? Okay, I heard an almost. Great. It's something that you continuously have to work on. Hopefully you guys have the basics down. That's what we're really interested in. We want you guys to make sure you get all your basics set up, so then you can go in and start running some ads, right? Does everybody want to run an ad today?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to show you guys how to run paid ads, and we're going to also show you guys how to run non-paid ads. Who loves the word non-paid and free? Me. Yeah, awesome. All right, remember that if you're going to run an ad on your page, it needs to fall within the rules of your channel, right? And what's the rule of that channel? Consistency. Consistency, yes, but what about ads specifically? Remember, if you have 5 shows on that channel, only one of them can be an ad, right? And the ad isn't direct marketing asking for the sale. What is it?
Providing value and expertise.
It's providing value and expertise. So for the next hour, we're going to be discussing the seller's suite. So if you have your laptop, go ahead and open up your sync and you're going to be clicking on web page on the left bottom, and you're also going to be clicking on seller suite. All right. So Vivi, I may need your help on that here. No. Very cool. Who is not on sync yet? We'll get you on sync as soon as we have you signed up. Looks like you're staying around.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Very cool. All right. Email Jabron. He'll get you a sync login.
Well, once he does the rotation,
yeah, that'll all get set up.
Oh, by the way, this is driving me crazy that you guys have 159 P1s, because what are P1s? Priority number 1, you have to update their status.
Whoa.
What good are your leads if you're not updating them? And I see some of you are already running ads, some of you have already posted to your Facebook. You've gotten leads from it. Go in and update them. Maybe you did call them, but you forgot to update. I'm going to say, benefit of the doubt, you forgot to update. But go in and update, guys, because that's a lot of leads that haven't been called yet.
We may have to have a power hour. Is anybody interested in doing a power hour?
Yes.
We do a crazy good, just in-depth hour of just calling. All right. We can't do it today because we're packed, but we'll set that up. Maybe today, if possible, if we have a few minutes, we'll do like a quick 10-minute calling session and get those 159 down. We're going to see 0 there. Every time we log in, that needs to be zeroed out. First
Yeah,
thing you
by
do in the
noon,
morning.
it should be zeroed out. Because remember, what time is from? 8 to 9:30. Whoever said 9 to 10. I don't know who was that, but I'm going to pretend I didn't hear it.
That's waking up at 1 running lights.
All right, guys, so this is a seller suite.
So you've gone into your sync. Zach, this is what our CRM system looks like. Our CRM being the platform where we manage all of our clients, right? So this is how we can call, contact, keep that we ever meet, and never lose anyone along the way. So we're going to go on to sync. We're going to log in. It'll more than likely take you to your launch pad. What you're going to do is you're going to click on website, bottom left, and then furthermore, there's going to be a drop down. You're going to click on seller suite. And you're going to see why it's so sweet. No pun intended.
Looks like Rudy's been playing with it already.
Yeah. All right. Now, here's what we want to talk about. Are you ready? We just talked a little bit about what your channel should be. And in order for you to understand what your channel needed to be, the first thing you needed to dictate was, what was your target market? Remember that? So who is your target market? Who are you? What are you trying to achieve? So before we get into creation and what it looks like, I want you to take the next 3 minutes to tell me who you want to target. What seller do you want to specifically target? Because right now we're working on seller suite. So who loves listings? Who loves to list houses? Great.
Who likes listings better than representing buyers?
All right, great. Some of us do. That's all right. Who loves buying houses for their own portfolio? Maybe flipping a few. Yeah.
Or wholesaling
sure.
a few.
Wholesaling a few.
A couple extra
Yeah.
wholesales throughout the year.
Do you guys realize we're one of the only brokerages in town that allow both of those transactions to happen in one door? There you go. All right. Here's how you're going to target them. Guys, no more bandit signs. No more. You're free. You're welcome. You don't have to drive around anymore and throw those stupid things and have people look at you all funny.
You don't have to get fines from the city of Pasadena and the city of Missouri City.
Yes. No more. All right. You're going to target sellers by providing them value. So here's the thing. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to take out a piece of paper or you're going to open up a new document in Google Docs. And you're going to tell me, you're going to come up with your target market. Your target market for starters is a seller. But what seller are you?
One. Pick one target market.
All right.
One target market.
So pick a certain type of seller that you are going to be targeting for this exercise.
Is it open?
Yes,
It is open. Come on up here. All right. Does anybody want to share what they're coming up with? Rudy?
Distress sellers.
Okay.
Distress sellers?
But what type of distress
Yeah,
sellers?
you want to
It
be
needs
very,
more
very specific in the
specific.
seller suite.
Foreclosure.
Okay, people that are going into foreclosure. I
That's
like
one of
that
them.
one a lot.
Perfect.
I like that one a lot.
What else?
People going through divorce.
People
You're
going through divorce.
divorce.
Excellent.
Very
Great
good.
stuff. What else?
Who else?
Yes.
Parents died.
Inheritance.
Inheritance.
Inherited property. Good. That's
Great.
a
Now,
really good
probate.
suggestion.
Okay, what else? How about bankruptcy? Did somebody say divorce already?
Yes, someone said
Okay,
divorce.
great. Divorce.
Now, with yours, Rudy, if you want to take it, you want to say distress home, and that's what you really want to focus on. You can also focus on an area. So distress homes in North Side Houston.
Okay.
And now you're getting a little bit more
But
specific.
what about the distress homes? What stands out about the distress
You
homes?
want to know what the distress is. So
Yeah.
you want to say like homes, your home's falling apart in North Side Houston, things
Okay.
like that. You
Homes
want to
that
get
are falling apart
Yeah.
in North.
Too many repairs. There you
Too
go.
many repairs. Now we're coming up with a target market.
There we
Homes
go.
that require too many repairs in North Houston. What else? You have to keep going.
Tax.
Taxes.
Taxes,
Homes
behind
that,
on taxes.
Homes that owe way too many taxes.
So all of those things, the foreclosure list, the behind on mortgage list, the tax list, all those things that everyone's sending letters to, you're going to do instead of a backwards leaning. Sending a letter is backwards leaning. It's them doing this, and hopefully they get your letter and they like it, and then they call. No, we're going to go forward leaning. We want people searching for you. We want people reaching out to you because they're experiencing those issues. And you're going to be the person that happens to hit the nail on the head on exactly what they're experiencing. Well, I do happen to have a house in Northside Houston and needs repairs. How crazy that this website is going to give me a value on homes with just that.
Open up Flood House Houston and see what that looks like. And this is just a sample one that we just created. All right. And we're going to
Guys,
go
the
ahead.
seller suite is super easy to work with. Incredibly easy to work with.
Can you do a preview of it real quick so we can see it? I think there's a way for you to do a preview. If it lets you.
So that template is already in there for us to use?
That is a template that you can use, yes. We forgot the fact that we have 120,000 homes that are flooded in Houston. You think those are motivated sellers?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm glad we agree on that.
We're not seeing that sample.
We don't have it shared.
Oh, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we have to share it. It's created under Alan's account. It needs to be created as a shared account. But
Okay.
we will put it out there. I mean,
couple
you can also
things-
create it in 2 minutes.
A couple things that you want to look at when you're creating this. So you've created your target market by now, I hope, right? Have you created your target market? Yes?
Yes.
No? Great. Your target market should be specific. It should delineate a part of Houston or at least the city of Houston, right? So not what's your house worth, but what's your Houston house worth? Or what's your North Houston house worth? Or what's your Southwest Houston house worth? In this case, what's your Houston flood house worth, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna target houses that flooded in different areas, right? So flood houses in Houston are selling fast, all right? Do people wanna hear that?
Yes.
Why is that important to them?
They want to sell their house.
Yeah, so we can help you see what yours is worth. Is that my value proposition? Great, let's talk about your value proposition. Let's figure this out, right? Now, why would someone going through divorce want to know what their house is worth? Who threw out divorce a while ago? Yes. Why would someone that's going through a divorce want to know what their house, what their house is worth?
They gotta split it.
Because they got to split it. Okay, you're onto something there. What do we need to provide here? What is going to be the value or the call to action that we're going to bring to them? The value proposition.
What's your house worth?
What's your half gonna be?
Be specific though. What's your half of your house going to
There
be
you
worth
go.
after your
There you
divorce?
go. What's your half worth? That's different. Oh, look at that. We just came up with a way to really directly talk to them. Does that make sense? We're not just saying you're going through a divorce, that sucks. No. What's your half of the house worth? That's a little different. That's gonna, I mean, that might sting a little bit.
And you're speaking
People wanna know about that.
directly to what they're thinking.
There you go.
When they're searching for it, that's what they're thinking is, I know I'm only going to get half of it. What's my half worth?
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's play this game real quick. What are some of the other distress scenarios that we're talking about, or the potential sellers that we're looking to
Somebody said repair.
work with?
You said repairs earlier. What's a good way to target that?
Let's figure that out.
Too many repairs, or is your house,
I agree.
no, is your house messed up? I don't know, something like that.
How about, is your house worth less than the amount of repairs it needs?
There you go.
There you go.
Is that something that they're thinking?
That's perfect.
Are they
That's
thinking
exactly
that?
what they're thinking.
Oh, I think my house is not even
Does your
worth
house-
selling.
Does your house cost too much to fix?
Yeah, there you go.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Find out what your house is worth
Yeah.
here. Does your house cost too much to fix?
Find out what.
Right? There you go. You're talking to someone directly.
All right,
Let's
nobody
keep
else can
going.
use that.
Let's keep going.
Somebody else.
Let's keep
Inheritance.
going. Inheritance.
Somebody help me out with
Inheritance.
inheritance.
Who can come up with something there? We're speaking to someone who just inherited a house. What are they thinking?
Property taxes.
They-
I got
well,
another
they may.
house on my hands.
Keep going. What?
Got another house on my hands where taxes were a problem.
Okay. Okay. Keep going. Let's go with that. So I have a house on my hands. It's a problem. Why is it a problem? What's that? Too much upkeep? Yeah, it could be that. What is a person that inherits a house?
Burden.
Why is it a burden?
Yeah, it is.
Is it a burden?
It
It can be. Yeah. If the person that is selling an inherited house is selling, why are they selling?
Unwanted.
You don't need it.
Don't live on a
You don't need it. You didn't ask for it, and now you have to pay taxes on it. Oh wow, crap! You're right. You don't need it. It needs repairs. You have to pay taxes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can we talk to them that way?
You can put all that here.
Paying taxes on your
Did
own
you just
house.
inherit the house? Here's the responsibilities you have now.
Yeah.
Maintenance, upkeep, taxes. Want to find out what it's worth and just sell? Boom.
Boom. Are you talking to them directly?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go again. Who else has one?
Man, inheritance,
Yeah.
divorce,
What's that?
repairs, behind on your taxes.
Behind on your taxes.
Yeah.
Okay. What happens when you have a house that you owe a lot of taxes on? What happens?
Goes to auction.
Right. Exactly.
Are you about to go to auction?
You could be. You could be going to auction.
Are you? Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
in danger of losing your house to property taxes?
Who's going to take it from you?
County.
The county?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Harris County going to take your house? Yeah. Can you talk to them? Hey, is Harris County going to take your house? Because I can help you sell it.
Yeah.
You're talking
And
to
make
someone.
money. Don't lose money.
Yeah.
Make money.
I can help you make money instead of losing your house to Harris County,
That's right.
right? What is your tax bill, cloud? You figure out how you can word it in Houston worth, right?
That's right.
Okay, great. Let's keep going. What else do we have?
Loan.
Loan modifications. Okay. Unemployment. Oh!
Yeah, that's
We hit a
very
good
good.
one there. Okay,
like
let's
it.
talk about it. What would we name a page for unemployment? Let's come up with what we would call it.
Maybe something about getting a downside or something like that.
Okay?
Running out of cash.
Okay. Have you ever been at the title company? Have you ever been at the title company? And they say, okay, well, this is your warranty deed, and basically what it says is, if you don't pay, you don't stay. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
Is that maybe a good idea? Are you in the scenario?
Yeah.
If you don't pay, you don't stay. What happens when you lose your income? What happens when you lose your employment? Right? Can you talk to someone directly that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let us help you sell your house. What's your house worth before you lose it because you can't pay? Something like that. You're developing, and of course, as you're putting these together, you're shortening them up, right? You don't want a lot of long words and whatnot. The shorter, the better. The best ad, it's called a unicorn ad that we have seen, is the attorney ad.
Oh yeah, this attorney's ad. So I found out about this. I went to a convention called PubCon, which is all about internet marketing. And there's a guy there. His name is Larry Kim. He runs a company called WordStream. He used to be the Google Words evangelist for Google. So he was the guy for Google AdWords. The best ad they ever came up with. Well, first of all, what do you think is the most expensive pay-per-click you can run on Google AdWords? Yeah, it's a divorce attorney. Thank you for watching the Realty Room.
Yeah, big round of applause.
Divorce attorneys are the most expensive ads that you can buy on Google AdWords. They cost about $500 a click. If you want to be number one. That's somebody clicks, boom, it costs you $500. So they were trying to figure out a way to get this divorce attorney to get a lot more clicks without having to spend a lot more money. Because it's either be number one or have a really amazing ad. And so they came up with an ad copy that reads, "I bet he's sleeping with her tonight." That was what the ad said. That was the title. "I bet he's sleeping with her tonight." That
Who are
ad,
they talking to? Who are they talking to?
Someone's suspecting a spouse of cheating.
There you go.
Someone's suspecting a spouse of cheating. They clicked there. It had information about private eyes, about how to track your spouse, how to find out if they're cheating, what to do, what not to do, because it could ruin your divorce case. A bunch of good information. And then at the bottom, fill out here to get more information about a divorce attorney. And guess what? He was coming up number 4 or 6, but getting about 10 times as many clicks as number 1. You know how rare it is to get more clicks than the number 1 on Google AdWords? Usually number 1 or 2, they get 66% of all clicks. He was blowing them out of the water. He was in 6th position, which means you have the top 3, and then he was over here on the sidebar. But the ad was so provocative. It was so intriguing. It spoke directly to the person who was looking at it, and it was different. All the other ones said, divorce attorney, best divorce attorney in Houston, greatest divorce attorney in Houston, cheapest divorce attorney in Houston, all of the same stuff. And then all of a sudden an ad that says, "I bet he's sleeping with her tonight." That's a unicorn ad. The ad copy was so good that it blew up. That's what you want to come up with. You want to find your unicorn ads that are going to attract people way more than sell your house, sell me your house, I pay cash for houses, sell me your house. Everyone has that ad copy.
Everyone has
that ad copy. And guess what? Brian Spitz, who's with Big State Home Buyers, he spends about $250 to $300 a click to be number 1 on Google AdWords. You can beat him if you wanted to. All you have to do is come up with a unicorn ad, and you can actually beat him and spend 1/10 of what he spent.
Absolutely. All right. So now we have an idea on divorce, right? Are there any other ones that we can come up with? Any other potential sellers?
The foreclosure ones, is your credit going to suffer?
Okay.
Oh,
got it.
Yes.
Got it. What are most people that are going to foreclosure worried about? They're worried about getting their credit messed up, right? Because they can't make the payments, and they're going to get a foreclosure on their credit for the next 7 years. Is it 7 or 10 years?
7 years.
7. I wish Chris was here. All right. So imagine, what do you need to tell that client to speak directly to them and say, this is what could happen, this is how I can help. All right? Now, this is the absolute simplest form of capturing leads. All right? That's why we're doing this one first. Next thing we're going to do is squeeze pages. The reason why is because the page is already built out for you. And it's not just your regular lead capturing page. Can we actually run it?
Yeah, so what I got to do, and this is, if you want to run a test, you always have to make sure you go into an incognito window, because it won't have any of the information of who you are. Otherwise, it's going to pick up information that's in your cookies. So some of you were like, I don't get it, my ads were going to other people. It's because you had things in your cookies that were clogging them up. So anytime you run a test, you want to make sure you go into incognito mode. So this is where somebody would land. I ran an ad for Flood House Houston. Find out what your flood house is worth on Facebook, on Google AdWords, one of the two. They go in here, they land on this page. What's your Houston flood house worth? All right, well, somebody give me an address. Give me an address of a place. What is it?
5659 Hazen. 5659.
Oh, sorry. 5659 Hazen. Here it is, Hazen Street. So they come in here, they're going to put that in, they're going to hit submit. As soon as they hit to the next page, and this is where it's going to capture their information. So first it's going to ask them things about the house. Now what's beautiful about Sync, it automatically goes into the tax records and pulls in all the information that it could find about the house. What does that say about you? I'm on top of it.
Yeah.
My system has got all your information already there.
Yep.
I know what I'm doing. Now they can go in and they can compare, because guess what? Tax records are wrong sometimes, right? Sometimes the tax records say 3 bedrooms and it's really 5 bedrooms. Or sometimes I've seen a tax record say 8 bathrooms and it's really only 2 bathrooms. I don't know where they get it from, but let's say here, oh no, actually it's a 4 bedroom. It's not a 2 bedroom. Your build is correct. And then here, oh, I'm just curious, or I need to sell. I'm thinking about selling. it gives them a reason, and guess what? You get that reason. So it sends it to you to say, this is why they're looking to sell. So I need to sell ASAP, and yes, I'm looking to sell in the next 3 months.
Oh.
I hit confirm. Now it's going to capture my contact information.
Wait a minute, what happened here? What happened there?
So I'm already 2 steps in, and now it's saying, oh, by the way, I need your contact
Is
information.
it too late for him to back out now? He's already spent some time working on this. He submitted the address. Heck, he even checked the tax records just to make sure. Heck, I might as well just submit my contact information. We've already gotten 2 yeses, right? Third yes is probably more than likely to get collected once we have 2 of them up front. So now we're going to get their contact information. What is happening in the background for you right now? Yeah, and you're building a list, right?
So here they can click if they don't want to receive updates, or they do, and then they click see my report. So they've got all their contact information, and now check out this home valuation report.
Look at this.
So right now, it went through the whole sync system, and it looked for everyone who's got a search active with me for active buyers. So now it's saying, hey, actually, we have 22 active buyers that are looking in that area.
This is a real number.
That's a real number.
This is the real
based
number
off
of people
leads
that
in the
we
system.
have that would potentially buy this house.
Okay? So then they can click learn more, and it'll get them more information about the company and the agents, and we're updating these pages. But that's where they can learn more about agents. And we get set up to where it says, we're working on your valuation for this address, and we'll send it to you shortly. You can set it up to where it gives them an estimated value. You fall somewhere between this number and this number.
If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see what else it provides.
Yeah, so it always provides this also here. So here's some comparable properties. So it pulls in comparable properties based off of bedrooms, baths, square footage, and year built. And it says, okay, well, here's some comparable properties. Now, are they necessarily the right properties? No. But that's why it says we're preparing it for you. Here's just something to look at in the meantime.
This is so that they don't feel like you just cheated them, gave them nothing for something. They got at least some comparable properties, some recent sold properties as well, okay? And then on the top of that, and by the way, there's a setting, and we'll show you how to do it. You can actually give them an estimate of the value. I don't recommend you doing that. But most importantly, it's, hey, we're working on this. If you scroll down just a little bit more, we're working on this, and we're going to be right with you, right? So now they are set up to expect what? They're expecting your call, and you better call them, right? You better call them because you already told them you would. And that's why those ones that we just looked at are so important. Those need to be cleared out by noon every single day. All right, great. Who's excited about what they're learning right now? Yeah? Is this starting to maybe drum up somebody else? Do I see some gears cranking right now? Guys, you don't have to worry about calling a certain page for yourself, by the way. You don't have to say, I'm the guy that's going to be doing the divorce, or I'm the guy that's going to be doing the foreclosures. Let me help you understand that there's enough people in Houston where we can all do the same exact ad and we would still get different leads. You're fine with sharing whatever it is that you compose that works. That's what makes us a team, and that's why when someone does well and they're on top of that wall, they can look down and say, hey, come back up here with me, man, let's do this. And that allows you to get to the next wall. Does that make sense to you in your head? Great. So none of this having to call this or that, I'm the guy that's this. If you come up with one, if you get a good unicorn ad, share it. We can all do well from this. We don't have to worry about that. Let's talk about the settings real quick, because in a minute, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to set your own up. Now, before we start working on that, in the back of your head, I want you to start thinking about how you're going to get people on your social media to engage with this page, right? Because you're not just going to drop a link. That doesn't make sense, right? Or would you? Just drop a link and hope that people would click on it? No, it doesn't make sense, right? You want to find some sort of value to give them before you drop this link, right? So you're going to do some value. Here's some answers. Here's some way that we can help. All right, so first things first, you're going to come up. If you want to just launch a new one.
Yeah, I just want to go through with this one to say I've already seen it.
Okay, got it.
So right here, you set the URL.
So you're going to call it what you want. Okay, you're going to name it. You're going to click on here. I called it Flood House Houston. When you click on that, you'll get the opportunity to just name it whatever you want. You can, you can call it anything. I suggest that whatever you pick in terms of a name has something to do with what your page is, so that it becomes searchable. All right. All right. You're gonna get two options. You're gonna get home valuation and seller. All right. Here's the thing. If you put seller, they're gonna actually give you that valuation number.
No. If you put seller, you do not have the option to show them a value.
That's right.
If you put home valuation, you have the option to show them the value. So I say by default,
Just
home
use
valuation.
home valuation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still don't understand why they gave us both options. It doesn't make sense because home valuation gives you the most options to begin with. All right.
If they don't get valuation,
We would rather them not get a valuation because otherwise it keeps them from wanting to do business with you if you call them, if you gave them the wrong number. So if the system turns around and says, hey, your house is only worth 100 and they're expecting 300, you've already ticked them off, right? So we don't want to do that. Show header or footer. So the header and the footer is going to be what's on the main page. If you go to home listings, that has all the links to the different parts. When you want to on any reason out of that page, so you want to make sure that once you got them in that page, they're staying there.
And the footer is going to be that same thing, but all the way down at the bottom. If you notice here on the Houston flood one, none of it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's got information down here, but up here, nothing to distract them. They land on this page. They see the message that you want to deliver. They have a place to submit, but nothing to click out up here. Why do you want to prevent people from clicking out?
One action they can take.
One action.
One action they can take. Fill it in, give me your contact information. You give them the opportunity to click out, they're gone. You have no idea what happened to them.
Yeah.
Some of you have been asking me, I don't know what happened. Like, I see people clicked, but I didn't get their contact information. Chances are they're landing on the page and then they're clicking something else. They're not going through the page itself. So whenever you create these, don't even give them the opportunity to do that. Leave it without the header or footer. That's best practice. Again, you can turn them on if you want. I'm just telling you what the best practice is to leave it off.
Okay, let's go back. Let's continue to go through the options. All right. So don't show the header and footer. White Picket Realty intro. You guys will get a chance to really get to know on the next few months. They are our partner for leads through this system, which is why you see them there. Provided excellent service, and we've chosen them as our lender partner for everything that has to do with sync. So you're going to see them there. Now, again, do you want them to start looking up White Picket Realty or Onto Financial just because they see the branding there? No, you kind of want to just keep it simple for them. All right, homepage. It's going to come with a standard homepage that the system will provide for you. It's just a house.
All you have to do is upload a file, and then you got to make sure that you actually select it after you upload it. So just by uploading doesn't mean you selected it. You have to upload it and then select it. So for example, we could switch that to any of these different ones right now. Just click on it and boom, it would switch it to that page, to that picture.
Got it.
Oops.
Those have to be our pictures right now.
You upload whatever picture you want to use. Make sure on Google, if you're going to use pictures from Google, you only get copyright-free images.
Well, show them how we got this one. Let's do a
Do you guys know how to do a copyright-free search? Okay, let's show
do a
you.
quick search on how we found this ad or this picture, because obviously that's not the picture it came with. So we're going to go to Google. All right, we're going to look for flood houses picture.
But I want to search only for copyright-free images. So I'm going to click on images. It's going to take me to Google Images search. Now I'm going to type in here whatever it is that I want to find. Let's say I want to find a what?
Flood home.
A flood. Okay, we'll do flood house. I'm going to put a flood house. So it's going to go through Google, and it's going to give me all sorts of flood homes. Now, what you have to remember is a lot of these images are copyrighted, and they're copyrighted by the devil, which is called Getty Images.
Yes.
They will go after you and charge you $2,000 to $3,000
Per image.
per image for each use. Okay? And they will chase you down forever, and they'll even sue you and take you to court and everything. So be very, very careful. So what you want to do is you want to click on settings, search settings, and here inside of your search settings, no,
wrong one.
Might be the tools.
click on tools. Yes, here it is. Under tools, usage rights, labeled for reuse. Okay.
So once we click that, it'll stay on. We don't, or we have to do it every time.
You want to make sure you do it every time just to be safe. I mean, it only takes a few seconds. But you want to make sure it's labeled for reuse, okay? If you put for non-commercial reuse and then you run an ad on it, then it counts that you're in violation of the use of that photo. As you can see, there are plenty of other pictures I can use that are labeled for reuse. So that means there is no violations. I can pick any of these pictures and be okay. I pick one, you right click, save image, then you're going to choose how you want to save it, and that's it.
All right.
Does everyone understand that? Super
Easy
simple.
enough. Very good. So let's go back to the page. Now you guys know how to find free images and not get sued.
Right here, theme color, you can pick what color you want the page to be. Red, aqua, dark gray, green. We pick blue because it goes best with everything else. So the button is blue and the tint and everything else is blue.
That image wasn't the first search image that we did. It wasn't on the free.
It wasn't on the second.
Might be copyrighted. We'll have to check on that.
Yeah, we did it super fast that day. This is when that guy said, "Don't build a page, pay attention." Alan built a page. All right. So right here, you got your main heading, which is the big words. What's your home worth? What's your Houston flood house worth? You just click on it. You can edit it, put whatever you want there. The subheading is the little words that are right underneath it. So you can go in there, put whatever you want in the subheading, just click on it, edit it, good to go. And then for your button text, it's what the actual button's going to say. Right now we have it say submit. You can have it say whatever. If it goes along with your ad, you can put that on there. Find a value for my foreclosed home. Might be a little bit long for a button, but you can put whatever you want in that button.
Show me the money. Dollar sign. Boom. There we go.
All right, active subsection. You want to keep this off again because this is going to give them opportunities to click out of your website and do other things. So you don't want to leave that on. The Learn More URL, right now it's set to the About page, but you can set it to any page. You want it to go just straight to yours, you can do it like Alan's is Alan.find Houston area home listings.com.
Yeah, so what would happen there is after they've submitted their information, they'd have a button for Learn More, and it would take them directly to my company page, which if they were buying or wanted to do some more finding through HAR type scenarios, they could just use my page instead, which provides a whole lot more tools and resources anyway. And it's all right there. And if they decide to submit their information, it would immediately, because we put this Alan in front of everything, it would immediately go right into my seek as my lead.
And that's
follow up with.
One thing you want to remember, and that's whether you're doing a landing page, a seller suite, when you copy the link to use, you need to put your, whatever URL it is, because you get to change it. But right now it's set up by default with your first name. But whatever it is, you need to make sure that up here, when you do your ad, it says Rudy.find Houston area home listings, VNA.find Houston area home listings, whatever. You just make sure that if you created one that says like home buyer or whatever it might be, you make sure that it says that. If it doesn't say that, you will not receive the leads. They're going to go to me by default, and then I have to try to figure out who they went to, and that's really difficult for me to filter a lot of the time. So make sure that you include that in there all the time on all the ads that you create. All right, down here is where you can turn it on or off to show that value. This is what it'll look like if it shows the value. So you see how that one there? Yeah, you can pull it up. You see how this one here shows 240 to 265, and it gives an estimated value? That's what it looks like whenever you put the value. We turned it off because people get really upset with Zillow. Whenever Zillow is wrong, people get really upset. The last thing you want to do is have to call someone and then argue with them over the value of their house. So that's why we turned it off. Best practice, don't send it. If you absolutely feel like that's something that's going to give you value, you can use it, but just know that you're creating something that you're going to have to overcome more than likely, because almost never is it going to be 100% accurate.
Yes. Can I make a quick suggestion? When you do follow up with us, one of the things that I've done when I run ads like this is I do give them a call real quick, and I said, I'm going to send you a video market analysis. And then what I do is I go on to Matrix or Fusion and then compare their houses and look at pictures and say, if your house has these upgrades, then your house is going to be on the high end. I'll still give them a range, but it just depends on that. If you need more detail, I'd be more than happy to go out there, visit, and look at your house.
Yeah, so right here, we're working on your valuation. You can change that to say, you'll be receiving a video market summary of your property in approximately 2 hours. Please reach out to blah, blah, blah if you did not receive it. Anything. You can put whatever you want in here. This is your copy. This is what it's going to show them after they've put all their information in. This is what it's going to say. And then you just got to make sure that you click Save Settings. Now you can see that home value has now been looked at 47 times. 3 people have added themselves as a lead on there. It's got a 6% conversion rate. So this tells you from the number of people who looked at it, this is how many people have clicked. This number, you always want to be at about 10%. If you're not at about 10%, your ad copy is not intriguing enough. It's not making people want to fill it out. So they're landing on it, but they're not clicking it. They're not filling it out. And then email subscribers is how many people are still subscribed to receive email notifications from you. And remember, all of these people, as long as you put Alan, Rudy, George, whatever it is, up at the top, all of these things get auto-assigned to you.
Right here where it says site URL, click to edit. That's where I click to edit and add my name.
No. That's where you change the name. This is the last piece of site URL. Where you add your name is in front of the Find Houston Area Home Listing. So you put Juliana.Find Houston Area Home Listings. So right now, real simple. So right here, you see it's findhoustonareahomelistings.com. Then it would just be Rudy. Dot.
I understand that enough. I know, but I don't understand why we're putting it there.
Simple, because see, check this out. Like if we run another scenario where we type in the information here.
Yeah.
Now because there's Rudy in front of it, now you get that lead into your sync system automatically. This is how you tell the system, this is my page. These leads are coming to me.
In this edit page right here, right? Is that what you're telling me to do right now? Is to put
No.
Rudy in front of this?
There is not a way for you to do it in that page. The edit page is for you to edit the exact page.
Okay.
This is for you to do outside of the editing of the page so that the leads get routed to you.
When we're going to post it somewhere.
When you're going to post it somewhere. That's right. We'll show you how to do that here in just a minute.
Okay.
Let's take a quick break. It's going to be about, what do you think, 15 minutes? Can we do one in 15 minutes? Or do we need 20?
No, 15's good.
Actually, what time is it?
To build a page. You're going to build a page during this break. So this is not a bathroom break.
Oh.
You only need 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 20?
20. Okay, we're going to do 20 minutes. We're over on time today, you guys. So this is going to be the last thing that we're going to do for Super Secret Ninja. Once we're done with this, we're going to drop it into our Facebook page, and we're going to run a quick boost on it. I want you guys to see how that's done. We'll do a follow-up to this meeting to show you how to actually create a squeeze page from scratch. But I guarantee that you already know about half of what you're doing because it's all a matter of finding what value you're providing. So next 20 minutes, create your page. And as you're creating the page, I want you to think of what value you're going to drop in Facebook in terms of verbiage or content that's going to make people want to click on your page. So if you're creating flood houses, what are you going to deliver to potential flood victims in terms of value that is going to guide them into clicking on this page, or anything else that you guys decide to create? So let's take the next 20 minutes to go ahead and get that taken care of. If you have any questions, let us know as we're putting this together, and we will continue from there. Go.
The agent that's asking if she's working with us. I'm gonna go to Jason's.
Okay.
This is a condo, right?
Yes.
They were opening out mine. So let's call and I'll measure the names to them. And then Alan, I can just miss his coaching.
The buyer can send
Do you like
it.
do you like them?
No, that.
Thank you.
This is, I don't have permission to edit the sellers. What does that mean? I can give it here.
Edit. Have you seen that? Pretty good. What, 22%?
Nice.
That is pretty good.
I put the sellers.
Okay.
Yeah.
This way.
Okay, it might be just be a setting. Fix that real quick.
Yeah, I have to go home.
Okay, go.
So, yeah, that's good.
Oh, you fix it over I'm looking at
Yeah, we're actually bringing it said.
Oh, that's good.
Bigger space.
All right, yeah, dude, that is pretty good. Cool, man, thanks.
Can we get some music?
Yeah. So he would, which is come with our.
Yeah, that's.
I'm waiting for my bigger
Find Houston area home listings. That's where we log in. Or do you have a same login already? Find Houston area home Oh, yeah. That was my meeting. We're speaking not to worry about it. Peter, repeat go. Okay, Zach, don't let all this information overwhelm you. Too bad. I got it. Yeah, but it's just a lot of it is one day. You gotta keep in mind some of these people are pretty nice for you. You know what we're giving them more. What we're giving them are changing.
I'm gonna actually switch this right now. And I'm gonna go.
I knew, so I really dump out all the stuff.
Oh,
To adapt, I guess, get it on the ground
Just
floor.
the way it works for you.
Right.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. All right, we'll appreciate that later. Yeah, try it now, man. It should work.
I got a really cheap.
Or log out, log back in. Or log out.
We didn't hear, we didn't feel when we shook off believe if I can from sleeping down. We'll run till we've ran forever. We know it's a long way home. And if we're going, then we'll go together.
Should work now, Peter.
It's working. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll take the long way home. We'll run till we've ran forever.
I'll see you guys come up with some awesome
We know it's a long way home.
seller pages.
If we're going, then we'll go together. Yeah, we'll take the long way home.
Each page of
That's
taxes you still run.
Run till we've ran forever. We know it's a long way home. If we're going, then we'll go together. Yeah, we'll take the long way home. Run till we've ran forever. We know it's a long way home. If we're going, then we'll go together. Yeah, we'll take the long way home. Yeah, we'll take the long way
Dang, Henry, that's a badass picture you posted. The one of your sandwich and your laptop. Serious, man. That guy who's ready to work right That's something, that's an actual Facebook. Right clicking, click save file. Save
You just want me, so let's just get back to you. You just please, do whatever will help you sleep. She called me up at the break of dawn. She said that she's gonna be okay. She goes as if there was nothing wrong. Okay, okay, okay. She called me up in the early morning. She asked if we're gonna be okay. Oh, I could never be me.
If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. No matter you can't shame me when I'm in bed. There's no place I'd rather be.
Lightning bolts to the heart, you push me up, you push me up. Yeah, you brought me out of the dark, just one spark, just one spark. Now I can feel your pulse, kickstarting this life and soul. Like a lightning bolt to the heart, you woke me up, you woke me up. Yeah. You just to find out in the king. Won't I get together? There's no place I'd rather be.
You cannot say it won't guarantee any rate unless you're registered with the
See, and everything looks like wonderful when we do this, but then I get home and I forget where to when, how we did.
Well, I think if you do one now,
You get it stays in the head.
He's just not registered. He's not doing any of It's really interesting.
For example, and it's almost sense, and you have to show how you're
All right. Woo! Knocked out a coaching call.
All right, let's do this. Let's run an ad, guys.
Who's ready to run an ad?
We are going to create a Facebook ad now. Yes, sir.
On the Learn More URL, we named that.
You go. The About Us URL is whatever URL you want to send them to get more information about you. So if you have your own HAR page, you could send them there. You can send them to your Henry.Find Houston Area Home Listings. You can send them to ToysRUs.com. It's up to you. I don't know what good it would do you to send them there, but you choose whatever link that you want them to go to when they click that Learn more.
Who wants to share some of the pages that they created? Yes, Rudy.
Sorry.
You have a
No, I got a
question?
question back to that. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I thought you said that on that Learn More URL, that was focused to, pointed to Sync.
It is. Right now it's pointed to Sync.
Okay.
But if you don't change it to Rudy.Find Houston Area Home Listings, it goes to the main Sync.
That's
So you need to make sure that if you're going to send it back to yours, that you put it to the Rudy.Find Houston Area Home Listings. And on the About section, we're going to go through and we're going to remove all of the featured agents. We're just going to put information in general about the company. So that way it doesn't show any featured agent or anything like that. It's just information in general about the company.
All right. Who got at least started on their page? Yes. Okay, we got a couple of them started. Great. For those of you that did not get one started, what kept you from doing it? Let's talk about that.
Who didn't get one started? Raise
Did
your
not
hand.
get one started.
Be honest. Okay.
Okay, what are you behind on? Okay, so being behind on everything kept you from starting a page. Okay, how did it keep you from starting a page?
I'm started logging in right now.
Okay, you're just logging in. Got it. Okay, it can be overwhelming if you have other things on your mind, right? But there is no connection between just logging in. I just logged in, but I want to start this page. It's you just logged in and you want to start this page. You could have easily gone on here, it's on the seller suite, and the only thing between you getting that done and you logging in is you. So let's get past some of this stuff, you guys. Yes, who else didn't get a chance to do it, and why not? Yes, Juliana.
I sold my house.
Woo! Ah, good job.
So I was giving Byron instructions and sending all the docs.
You were working on something else. That's fine. We understand that. What else? What are some of the other
Now.
reasons that we couldn't get one done? You didn't have a computer.
Right.
I get that.
Or an account.
Or an account. I get that. Okay, who else? Didn't get one done? You just got your account set up. Okay, were you working on getting your account set up right now?
No, you just there just.
I don't think she has a computer.
Okay, and you don't have a computer. Okay, well that doesn't help, right? Okay, got it. You have a computer. What kept you?
I was getting my meals.
You're getting your meals.
My meal preps.
Oh, your meal preps. All right, you're staying on that meal prep plan. All right, got it. Nice. Okay, you guys. And it's okay. It's okay when we don't get things done. Remember that here we work in the realm of what works and what doesn't work. We don't work in the realm of what's right or wrong. You didn't mess up life because you didn't complete one. It's just something that keeps you from being able to continue to develop. When something works, it works great. When something doesn't work, all we have to do is create a change factor. So if something else kept you, that it wasn't meal prep or selling your house or not having a computer, if it was a mental thing that kept you from going in there and developing this site, which is going to help your business, let's talk about it one-on-one at least, so that I can help you get past all these things that keep you from being able to continuously pursue what you want. All right, the people that did generate a page, tell me about what you did. What did you generate? What is the name of your page and your target market? So who wants to go first? Vinny.
Mine is, since I actually went through it, lost your job, unemployment.
Got it. Great,
So,
great stuff.
So my subheading is lost your job and can't catch a break. Don't know what to do with your home. Let us help you and see what your home is for.
Got it. Okay. Got it. So you're speaking to someone directly. Hey, you lost your job and you can't seem to catch a break. Wonderful. Who would actually click on that ad? Who would not click on that ad? Okay. Who would click on it and tell me why? Yes. Somebody raise their hand. Yes. Okay. 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 Who would not click on the ad?
Yes. I probably wouldn't click on it because the subheader is really long. I don't know if maybe shrink that down a little bit.
Okay. Got it.
What?
Got it. What was it again?
The subheading?
The whole thing.
Oh, it's just lost your job. And the reason I did this, well, this is what I put. The reason I put this is because February, I got laid off, you know, and it's not that I'm struggling or anything like that.
Yeah.
As a last resort.
Sure.
You know, like, okay, what is, like, my opinion, you know, somebody, if that's would be my situation, okay, but as a last resort, you know, what is the house worth in case I have to sell?
So you were speaking from experience.
Exactly. Perfect. Okay, got it. Now, what does your ad say?
The heading is lost your job. The subheading is lost your job, catch a break. Don't know what to do with your home. Let us help you and see what your home is worth.
Okay. How can we improve that to make sure more people click on that? Does anybody have some ideas? Let's throw some ideas out there.
Well,
This is a think tank.
in the subheading, he doesn't need to repeat his original heading.
All right, we don't need to repeat it
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Great. Anything else we can add that would speak directly to someone who just lost their job? Any other words, anything, any other phrases we can add on to that?
About need help or, you know, could people looking for help?
Yeah.
So does the word help in there?
Yeah, let us help you.
Let us help you. All right, there you go.
Okay. Let us help you. So maybe a call to action.
Yeah, a call to action.
Wonderful.
That's right.
We can add that to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that we can do? Yes? No? Wonderful. All right. So let's also talk about what value you are going to bring that's going to lead people to that page. So the next portion of what we're going to do is we're going to create an ad on Facebook, right? But we're not just going to, hey, if you lost your job, click here, because who would click on that? Would anybody click on that? If you lost your job, click here. Who would click on that?
Nobody.
Why not?
Because it doesn't tell you anything.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Why do I want to click there?
Yeah, why would I want to click there? Oh, that person's just trying to take my information. They're scamming or whatever, right? Isn't that what immediately you think? Okay, so how do we create some context around losing your job?
Can't make your mortgage payment.
Okay, okay. What? That's fine. If you want to say, well, you know, can't make your mortgage payment, click here. Who would click on that?
Somebody can't make their mortgage.
Well, that's the thing, though. Will they click on it? What else can we do? Let's create some verbiage or some context around that. Let's think about how we can get people to engage with us because they lost their job, because they can't make their mortgage payment. We have to be a little more creative when we think about these things. Remember, it's not directly asking for the sale, right? How else can we do it? Give me some ideas. Let's throw some stuff out there.
Struggling with payments or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you talking about a landing page?
The landing. So when you post this, so here's what's going to happen. You're going to open this thing up, and there's going to be a link at the bottom, right? You're going to take that link and do what with it?
Put it on Facebook.
You're going to put it on the Facebook post. Are you only going to put that? No. Okay. Should there be a little bit of verbiage, a little bit of context around there? You want to start thinking about how you want people to engage with you, because just dropping the link isn't going to be enough. The page is great. Now your page is targeted. You've got it says it talks to me. It tells me, hey, I'm just lost my job. I may have to sell my house. There may be some equity in there. So so I don't have to freak out, or I don't have to worry about losing it because I can't make the payments. That's what I'm thinking when I think losing my job, right? But how am I going to get people to engage with that posting, that listing? How am I going to directly talk to the people that are going through that situation? And that's what we're thinking about. That's what we're drumming up. Let's try with another one. So who else created a page? Yes.
So I'm targeting people who are gonna need more space.
Got it.
Who are growing families and need more space. How to succeed it.
Okay, so you're targeting the people that are moving from inside the city to the suburbs?
Yeah, from the first home to their upgrade to the second.
Got it. Okay, got it. So it doesn't actually have to be from city to suburbs.
Yeah, no, they just need more space. They have it's upgrade, yeah, upsize.
Okay, so they need more space. So you're targeting families who are growing. Okay, so you're targeting a growing family who is now out of space on their home, and they're like, man, we're so cramped in here, we need a bigger house. Right? Cool. What does your page look like?
So it's the tagline on the subheading, need more space.
Okay, need more space?
Find out how much you can gain by selling your home.
Okay, got it.
That's it.
Got it. Okay. How else can we make that more appealing for the client? For the family that's thinking about buying something bigger, how can we make that more appealing? Does anybody have any ideas? Can we pull those up, by the way?
No, they haven't saved them.
Okay.
So if I save a certain amount.
Yeah, I saw yours behind on text on there.
Is that the one you made? Perfect. We'll look at that in a minute.
Let's create the ad because we're running out of time.
We are running out of time. Okay. The point of all of this is that you have to come up with something to get the people's attention. Okay? It's not just dropping this link. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and run one on Flood House Houston. All right? We're going to run that. While we're running that, you're thinking about how you're going to run it on whichever one you're doing. We're going to show you how you can run a quick ad by just boosting the ad to your target market. Your target market has to be specific as to who you want to be able to talk to, right? So it can't just be Houston, right? It can't just be that way. It has to be maybe in a certain area, age group, or interests. Let's think about what the people that you're targeting do or read or search for. That's how you come up with your targeting when you're creating one of these ads. So a family that's moving to a larger house, what do you think? What kind of magazines do you think they read? Maybe parenting magazines? Yeah. Can we? So is there a way for us to target people that read parenting magazines? Yeah, absolutely. What other interests do families like that have?
They like their daycare centers, the schools, school pages.
Yeah. School pages.
Sports community centers, all those things that are involved, where their kids are involved in. Then, like children's palace, children's stores. My wife likes all of them.
Yeah.
She's always getting.
There you go. All right. Someone who's losing their job, what kind of things are they reading? What kind of interest are they in, or what kind of searches are they doing on Google?
They search like side hustles or
employment.
Okay, they're looking for employment. Okay. Yeah, so they're looking for
jobs, Uber.
Okay. Yeah, but this is all true. Don't laugh at this. Yes, someone that is looking for employment may be looking at joining Uber. Doesn't that make sense? You can get that job tomorrow. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, what else? What else are they looking for? This is how you're coming up with your target market. Now, who is that? How old is that buyer or seller? How old are they? Are they male or female, the ones that you're chasing down? We can come up with a better idea and then literally go in here and target those people. So let's go ahead and take Flood House Houston, and we're going to design what we call a unicorn ad, and then we're going to boost it directly to people who may have a flood house, who may have something that they want to sell and learn the value of. All right? Do you want to drive, or do you want me to drive?
No, you need to go.
Okay.
Go yourself.
Okay.
We got 13 minutes. That's fine.
Got it. All right, ready? Let's do some cool stuff. 13 minutes, I'm supposed to give you guys all the keys to the castle here. All right. So, where's my URL? My URL is up top. Here it is. Okay. Boom. Now,
Your Facebook's already up.
great. Oh, look at that. My Facebook's already up. All right. So I'm going to go to my company page because you do have to run it off of an actual business page to run an ad, right? Of course, I can share it to my personal page if I need to, in case I want to capitalize on any of the people that are on as my friends. Now, most of my friends are realtors and investors on Facebook. If I run this ad or if I share this ad to my page, does it really help me in any way? Or am I spamming them? Yeah. I'm probably spamming them. It doesn't really help me at all, you know? So I'm not going to do that in this instance, right? Unless maybe I want to share it as an idea for other realtors or other investors. Hey, check out this idea. I'm running this ad. You should really consider doing the same thing. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to drop that link in there. And it's going to work on fetching a preview. You see how that works? Now, just to make sure that when people click on there and click on the ad, if it lets me.
You're working over here.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, you see that? Alan. All right, it doesn't change the actual page at all. It's just that when people click on it, now the system knows that anyone that clicks on this is going to go towards my page. All right, so just to be sure, I'm going to cut it out. Facebook does keep that original fetch. We're going to repost that real quick just so that I'm going to be sure that I got the right link on there. Okay.
Remember that picture was on the.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll take it off.
We'll change it here in just a minute.
This is just an example.
All right. Now see how it fetched it already? All right. Once it's fetched the link, I can actually erase it. All right. The link is still there. Don't worry. It's not going anywhere. All right. And let's come up with a catchy reason why anyone would want to click on my link. All right. So
Are the repairs on your house more than what it's worth?
Something about the mold. Like,
How about are you literally underwater?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, over 80%, right? Over 80% of homeowners in Houston didn't have flood insurance. This means that
Will come out of your
cases,
pocket.
the repair costs may come out of your pocket and what?
And they might be more than what the house is worth.
Oh, than what the house is worth. Okay. Is worth. Okay, let's get a call of action in there.
Call.
Let us help you
Okay.
navigate, but
I like that. Okay. Let's think about how we can word that. That's fine. We'll just
we can help you navigate these treacherous
can
waters.
help you. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. These treacherous. I don't know how to spell treacherous. Huh? Say, help me out. A. C-R. E-A. C-H. You guys are messing this all up.
Well, just, it'll tell you how.
Treacherous. Come on. All right, treacherous waters. All right, we'll fix the spelling on that. All right. Oh, there it is. through the treacherous, about the treacherous waters. How about a professional? How about let a Houston realtor help you navigate the treacherous waters of selling your home, your Houston flooded home as is. For what? Can we do fast cash?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And I would say that this is way too long for an ad.
He's not gonna like this. And I'm gonna and I would probably go back and try to shorten it up.
Yeah.
All right.
This is not a unicorn. This is like.
Well, let's fix it. Let's fix it because everyone's gonna come. Everyone see the system. The thing we're going through right now. All of you are going to go through. You're all gonna come in here and think, let's really go all out and think of it. And it's no one in here is gonna all of a sudden drop a unicorn down and all of a sudden get all of the leads in the world.
Ads out of that paragraph.
Okay, so let's fix
Take
it.
up,
There,
you know,
this
three
has
ads.
a lot of different information.
Like,
So
let Houston Realtor help you navigate treacherous. That could be another ad. 80% of homeowners in Houston didn't have flood insurance.
How about that?
That's perfect. It is.
yeah. Or I would even say you could create unicorn ads if you wanted to. You got to remember, unicorn ads have to be really presumptuous. That's what makes it a unicorn ad. So something more presumptuous on here would be you didn't have flood insurance and now you're stuck with the repairs.
That's right.
Find out what your home is worth because you may want to sell instead. Yeah. That could be a whole nother page.
Kind of a slap in the face, right?
It's not necessarily a slap in the face, but a wake-up call. You're being real.
Yeah.
You're not being rude. You're just being real. Hey, you're probably stuck with a lot of repairs. Are you part of the 87% of people who didn't have flood insurance? You may want to consider selling because the repairs are going to keep you underwater. That's what I was talking about earlier when he was saying you want to stay away from the just straight gimmicks. If your house flooded, let me help you sell it because that's what everybody else is saying.
Right.
So you want to
All right.
you want to say things that not everyone else is saying.
Better than that.
You didn't have flood insurance and now you're stuck. I mean, heck, you could always say something like,
Maybe you should capitalize. on
"Don't
this.
fall for the new investor who just popped up because of the flood," or "Don't get robbed by a contractor." Don't let a contractor rip you off. Find out what your home is worth before fixing it.
Don't let a contractor put you underwater again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't let the wrong contractor or buyer put you underwater again.
That's about as much as I would put on an ad.
I think so too.
You got to remember,
'Cause then
people have a very short attention
Yeah.
span.
Okay.
When I see more than 5 lines, 6 lines, I don't have.
Yep. That's it. Are we ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna publish. Boom. All right. So now that's gone into our business page.
I wanted to go straight to Boost Posts.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna show you how to do it. We're gonna boost this post and we're gonna boost it directly to people who have potentially houses, right? No. There it is.
You added Allen and then you erased it, right?
But
Yeah.
the link is already
But you
there.
see down here, you can always check the URL, allen.funhoustonarea.homelistings.com at the bottom.
Yep.
So it's always gonna.
Alan, did you hit enter or something? Or?
No.
No, he just. You got to remember, if you paste one, copy that, erase it, and then paste the one with Allen on it.
Oh, I see.
Otherwise, it
Gotcha.
won't propagate with the Allen in front.
You
of
want to
it.
make sure your name is there so you can get those leads on your sync.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they go to BB. That doesn't help you. Yeah, he might. All right. Let's go to Boost Posts.
Don't let your leads get stolen by BB. Click here.
All right. So this is where everyone gets stuck. All right. Why? Why is this so difficult? All right. It doesn't have to be.
So I did an ad and I didn't put Juliana. That's why I was asking at 60 clicks in that one lead. Was that why I didn't put Juliana in front?
No, yours didn't propagate in the lead. Checked. It tells me what the website is that propagated it, and then I assign it.
Which yesterday I got 4 for leads.
Oh, okay. Because I noticed that when I'm checking, it tells me that oh, no, you're talking about leads, not views.
Yeah, I posted a post.
Selling your home, custom flood home as is. Okay, and then find out what your home is worth is at the bottom. Okay, perfect. So it's got everything I wanted to have. All right, perfect. So you get a chance to say what your button needs to be. So what do we want it to be? Shop now, book now, sign up, get directions, send message, or learn more. All right, simple, right? Easy stuff. All right, it's gonna say, do you want Facebook smart targeting? Do you guys want that?
No.
No, why not? Yeah, there you go.
Facebook smart targeting is, I'm too lazy to create it myself. So I'm gonna let Facebook try to decide. And guess what? Facebook is not that good at deciding because how do they make money? By you running the ad to more people. So you put the ad on the way they want it, they're gonna run it to anyone who could potentially even be looking at the ad. So you wanna choose your own people.
All right, so the way that Facebook will tell you is, well, hey, anyone in Houston from 30 to 45 should get this ad. Do you really want that? Not. All right, so one of the things that you can do is target by location or target by demographics, interest, or behaviors, which is important for you to understand what your market is. Remember when we talked about target market and their interest? This is where you get a chance to find those people directly down to what they like, click on, or search on Google. All right, so first thing we want to do, in my opinion, is I'm going to cater to the people that I only really want to go talk to. Okay, so I'm only interested in really talking to people maybe in Meyerland, which is nearby. They flooded. Let's look at something in that area. So
what's the easiest way to find an area like Meyerland?
Zip code?
Yeah. And I think it used to allow you to type in a subdivision. Try typing in Meyerland.
All right, it did allow me to do the zip code. All right, and we can add. So we can do 77081.
35.
I messed that up? Yeah.
You got 090. Okay.
Sorry.
We'd want to pick zip codes that we know flooded.
77096.
77096.
77035. Is there any other ones in the area?
074.
77089. Yeah, I like that area. And 77074. Well, there's a couple of them there, but
not that many.
Not that many. All right, great. Sweet. All right.
So now only show the ads to people whose IP addresses are originating in those areas. So it'll check and it'll make sure that if they're using their home computer, that it's only running ads to them in those areas. Okay?
How about by...
What is that profile page?
They do, but it doesn't do it off of that. It goes basically off, it goes strictly off your IP address at the time of origination.
Is it better by zip code or Sugarland, Katy?
However, focus you want your
want
marketing to get.
Yeah.
So for this, zip code, in my opinion, is the best because you can literally pick the zip codes that run along bayous. You can pick this. You can put Katy, Beltway 8 South down there, 77089 where Rose said. You could run both of them knowing that both of those areas flooded quite a bit.
I'm only doing this right now because I don't like driving really far. So you guys can do it however you want. But if it was someone like that doesn't mind driving, you'd pick out all the zip codes that flooded and run this ad. I'm gonna do it this way because if a lead comes through, I'm gonna actually work it, and I'm gonna want to drive and see it, and I don't want to drive far, so that's why I'm choosing the zip codes that are closest to me. See the next thing there that I did? You see that? Did you guys miss that?
Add demographics. Yeah, do it again. Run it again.
Okay, so first thing that I'm going to do is target homeowners, right? Because the last thing I want to do is target a bunch of random people. Now, when you type in homeowner, it's going to give you interest over here, or it's going to give you demographic. You want demographic, right? People that are interested in being a homeowner are different than what an actual demographic of a homeowner is, all right? What's the difference?
One is a buyer, and one is a seller.
One is an owner and one is not.
One is an owner and one is not. You want the owners, all right? The ones that are interested in being a homeowner, those are good people for you to target because they're potential buyers, right? You were right, Juliana.
Somebody who recently got flooded, what's something that they may have gone on Facebook, searched for, and liked? Different contractors, but what kind of contractors?
Flood.
Okay, so you want to look up like flood remediation.
Let's see what we have for flood remediation. Mold remediation.
Yeah, because that's what people.
You type in mold.
Let's type in mold. All right, check this out. So, mold.
Mold removal.
Interest.
Mold treatment.
Mold growth assessment and
There you go.
remediation.
That's it.
Boom. Is that someone that might be interested in our service?
Now, one thing that we can look at is down here. Facebook will tell you when you're getting too specific. So as soon as we did that, boom, it knocked it down into the, well, you're way too specific. That means not enough people out of those zip codes have actually liked things that deal with mold remediation. So let's get more creative. Rather than somebody saying, I am interested in mold remediation, which not too many people are going to do, think of mold remediation companies.
That's a lot.
Okay? So now you go in there, you can look at SCRV, PRO. Without the E, SCRV.
I swear I'm not doing that on purpose. There it
we go,
is.
SERPRO.
Maybe water extraction would be another one.
Still too specific.
Too specific. More, but you see that has a lot more, 288,000. We were down to 108,000 earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So that almost tripled it by switching it to anyone who's pro.
Mm-hmm.
So what else?
Or look them up, or in any kind of way gone to their page or had any interaction with them. Now you're targeting people that have looked into that.
What if you just type mold? It was not, yeah.
You just got to remember, if you type mold and it's not specific to a company, it's got to be somebody who actually put under their Facebook interests mold. So you're probably getting like some scientist who's like, I love mold. That's not the same person.
Maybe I would increase my my age range. That's why I was only 30 to 40.
Yeah, because right now you have a 35 to 40. I think.
Where's my age range?
Up.
There it is. All right, who's my owner over there in Marlin?
Yeah, they're
Jewish
probably-
people.
Are they 30?
No.
I would say 35 to 50.
Yeah.
35 to 55.
More, yeah.
65.
Can't you just go as high as you?
They're saying
100.
65.
There's a whole lot of older people there.
Yeah.
You can go 65 plus.
Yep.
Oh, well, look, check that out. Your audience selection is now we've got an audience for
You see
everyone
that?
who likes SurfPro. Now, who likes SurfPro? People who use SurfPro about using SurfPro.
Let's talk about somebody to exclude real quick. Well, who would you exclude from here?
Realtors.
Immediately, huh? All right. So let's talk about
somebody like real estate
investors.
real job. So you have to scroll through here and find the one that says
Maybe I'll
Real
get.
estate
job title. There it is.
Yeah, job title, realtor. Okay, great.
Okay. Anyone else we want to remove?
Investors.
Okay. Let's see what we come up with.
There.
Entrepreneur.
Hey, that's interest, but okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
Close enough.
Yeah. We'll remove those two. We really aren't interested in that. And you can add a couple more as we go through this, right? Just to make it real clean. Last thing that you want is all of the other investors in town looking at your ad and copying it or clicking through it and kind of messing around with it and adding people through there that aren't going to be useful for you.
for
Right.
following your likes.
Yeah, exactly. If there's any other ones, real estate investor. So there's a lot of behavior, real estate investments. Investors on interest. There it is. Fine, we'll get rid of anybody that's a real estate investor. And then for also add, like loan officers. Well, yes and no, because loan officers may actually help you if they're
Yeah, but their house is flooded too. They may be
Yeah.
looking for someone to help them.
Exactly. Anybody else that we want to not target? No? Okay, great. All right. Guys, you can come in here and really be a whole lot more creative than time today will allow us to do. But the most important thing is on here.
And then down here, check that out. So right now, we're at 49,000 people. There's 6.5 million people in Houston, 5.5 you count all the people that just left. You're not having to spend ads to target 5.5 million people by just putting Houston. You've now broken that audience down to 1% of that 5.5 million, a little bit less than that. You've gotten very specific. Now you can stretch those marketing dollars. Whenever people say, oh, I got a lead for 8 cents on Facebook, yeah, this is how you can get leads really inexpensive. You have to get really, really good at your ad copy, is the words and the verbiage, and at targeting to the exact people that you want to target for that ad. You notice on here, we're not targeting people who like payday loans and car title loans, but somebody said earlier, the ones that lost their job, I might target people who've liked Payday Cash Express. I might target people who've liked Lone Star Title loans. Why? Because what does somebody who doesn't have a job do? They start selling their stuff. They start liquidating to get cash. So those are people I would target. Look, he went on Google. He found 911 Restoration. Boom, that's one of the biggest restoration companies in all of the United States. He can now go back in there, 911 Restoration.
Are these people going to like to use these big companies?
Yes.
Someone that owns a $500,000 house is going to use.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for the big names.
Come on. You see the other one there? Likely to move.
Service master.
Look, Service Master's on here, building renovations on here, disaster recovery. I mean, what? Disaster recovery, water
Said
damage.
likely to move is there.
Based on what they're clicking, based on the items that they're looking at, they have an algorithm that'll tell you that they're likely to move.
Yeah, if they're searching like different Realtor.com, House.com, looking at different furniture. If they've been searching through Facebook and they typed in there looking for a home, or they clicked into the Realtor Facebook ads, Facebook saves all of that information.
Wait, so you're saying that if I go outside of Facebook and click and search for something, Facebook still picks it up?
If that website has what they call a Google Pixel code in it, I mean a Facebook Pixel code, then yes, it's picking up all of your behaviors and it's tracking them into Facebook.
And a lot of people are using Pixel codes because they want to be able to track people that leave
Where did you
Facebook
come
to their
from?
links website.
At least 50% of people who have a Facebook page are using the Facebook Pixel code on their website. It's just smart business. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just smart business to use the Facebook Pixel code. That's why when you go to Amazon and you look up that gag gift that you should have never looked up, it starts popping up on your sidebar all the time. You're like, nobody looks at my Facebook. I swear I wasn't buying that. That's how that winds up there, through the Facebook Pixel code.
Okay, so you see how we can go ahead and add
For
more
a
people on
friend.
here?
It's for a friend.
We can add more and more behaviors. And this is why it's important. And if you notice today, we harped a whole lot on what target market. What do you think those people are thinking of?
Understanding your audience, understanding your consumer.
Right.
Zip codes, you said it goes by IP addresses, right?
Correct.
What about mobile app? Like when people are in certain areas, does it pick up the location?
It picks up their location of where they currently are.
Okay.
So Facebook actually triangulates your position based off of the cell phone towers, and it doesn't use your IP address for your mobile, because mobile is shared IP. So sometimes I may log in, I may have an address that's showing up from New Jersey, right? But what Facebook does is they use the cell phone towers, figure out where you're at. That's why if you leave location on your phone, Facebook is going to use the location, not the IP address to
There's
find
also
you.
location-based advertising, because like the white picket page is just to me, it said, hey, over 200% more people have said they're going to be attending an event near your business. You want to basically target those people.
Yeah.
So if you're, you know, I don't know, maybe you have a really big, badass open house or something, you can target people within that area, that specific location.
Yeah, or if you know of like a big music festival going on, or like whenever Eighth Wonder Brewery does their big old parties, you could target just that little area where the party's going to be at. And guess what? Now everyone at that party is getting your ads. You didn't have to be even a sponsor of the event. People are just seeing, what the heck? I'm seeing a bunch of ads for White Picket Realty here. And what do people do at music festivals and concerts and outdoor things? They're checking in, they're checking their social media, they're taking pictures, they're posting them. So yes, those are all great ideas.
All right.
It's all going to show up on the side, right? Is that what you're saying?
This is all going to show up either on the side or in the feed. You select where you want it to go.
Gotcha.
So if you're boosting a post, it's going to show up in the feed. If you're boosting an ad, then you choose you want it sidebar or you want it there. Sidebar is a little bit cheaper than being in the feed. I highly suggest the feed though, because the sidebar doesn't appear on the mobile. And remember, we're over 50% now. I think we crossed that barrier a year or two ago.
All right, you guys. So what I've done then is gone ahead and saved. If you noticed and you were watching the screen, you noticed that I added a couple more things to it. Anyone that was interested in flood remediation or home restoration, mold, anything like that, we added those things. And the way it works is they're going to match anyone who is a homeowner and or has been looking for any of those other items that we added as a potential candidate. Therefore, this ad will show up on their page. Are we targeting a little bit better than what a newspaper or like a blanket letter would do, or a postcard?
How about a bandit sign?
It's a lot cheaper too.
How would you like it if a bandit sign would say, oh, this bandit sign only shows up for people who've liked mold remediation? Can you imagine the bandit sign shows up and then disappears? That's exactly what you're doing here.
Okay.
But you're only paying for the times that it appears.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run a $50 budget for 7 days. And the reason why I'm doing that is I want to find out if this ad is relevant enough, if the people that is being presented to are the right people, before I go on and spend a large budget on it, right? So I'm going to run a quick ad for the next 7 days. It's going to cost me $50.
Is that $50 per day, or is that $50 for the whole 7 days?
Total budget for 7 days. Now let me ask you something. When you go out and put bandit signs or send out letters, how much does $50 buy you?
Like 50 signs.
Buys you 50 signs, but it doesn't buy you the gas.
Look, you got to do the gas.
And it doesn't buy you the time, right?
And you got to run the
Yeah. Not to mention how long your sign actually stays out there, like David said. Because you may put them out. It's been times that I've been putting them out, and I can see literally the sign police right behind me picking them up. Yeah.
All right, so you guys ready? We're going to boost this. It's going to be submitted to Facebook. They're going to do a quick review on it. It takes them approximately 20 minutes to approve it. I'll get an email once it's done. I'm going to click on close, and in approximately 20 minutes, I expect to start receiving some leads.
Or you may receive something saying your picture has too much text in it. You put something that could be deemed as offensive or political. It'll tell you that you're breaking rules, and it'll tell you how to fix them. So it's very, very simple.
So are you charged by every click that you get?
You're charged for impressions. So you get a certain amount of impressions for your money. So for that $50, you may get 100,000, 200,000 impressions, which means you pop up out of that 40,000, you'll pop up on their feed about 4 or 5 times each.
All right. I'm going to turn on notifications for this post.
Could it go up?
It won't pass the $50.
It won't pass the $50.
And Facebook is very smart to make sure that they're only showing your ad. So it appears to spend about that much, the $50 over the 7 days, so that you don't run out.
So it does an average.
Yeah. Do you see what I did there? I came in here and I said, I need you to notify me when anyone comments on this post. So I clicked it on. All right. And then because I don't really want this advertisement to be on our page, it's not really something that's relevant to my channel, I'm just going to click hide from timeline. It won't even show up there. The ad will still be running.
And then you just go to your ad manager if you want to deal with it.
Yep. To deal with it, you're going to click up here and go to ad manager. There we go. And you'll see it right there. All right. Who is excited about being able to run their first ad today? Yeah. Can you do it today? Yeah. You can do that right now. You can do it today.
Putting an ad up today.
I already have one.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right. We are done for the day. We're going to stick around for about another 5 to 10 minutes just to answer your questions. Who got something out of today's class? Very good. Don't forget to let everyone out there know about what moves, touches, or inspires you so that they can also have the opportunity to join Team WPR. Thank you guys one more time. On the 3.0 level class, we will talk about designing your own squeeze pages in the same system and how we're going to come up with all of the verbiage to make sure people are going in there and cannot leave your page because they want the information that you have. You are the experts. You are the people that can help others. Go out there and make sure you get what is yours. Your money's sitting right there, you guys. Let's make it happen. Are we good? Yeah.
I want to make sure that it goes. Where is it? Where I'm supposed to make sure my name's on there so I can do it.
So you just make sure that right here, you're gonna copy this link.
So I know. So I'll copy into it as a post. But my question is, go back to it. My question is, where is it?
Right
is it
here.
automatically like underneath? Because this is my setting.
It is, but you just want to make sure that right here you're putting event.
When I post it on my Facebook,
Correct.
event.
Yeah, and you can you choose what the size is. By default, it's set up as event.
Yeah.
But you can change it. So see right here.
It's trademark. So think of something else to call it.
Subdomain right now is event. You can go any subdomain.
Okay. Another second thing is, how come my female lady on it. I thought it was a full picture.
Oh, it is that same picture.
No, but
It's just not. It's just not.
But it doesn't show the whole picture, and it doesn't show the cover.
Yeah.
I know we pumped a lot of info to you guys.
I think that you'll have to edit the picture because it's just so big right now. Yeah, I think that's what it is because you've got this section here. So what you want to do is you want to edit it and make sure that what you want to be in the center of the screen is there in the center of the screen. You're welcome.
Is there any way that we can jump in on this round of producers?
I don't know. Let me think about that because we're already halfway through.
That's what I was
More than
saying.
halfway through because the first week is 5 straight classes. So we need you to get super caught up very fast.
I was just asking because if so, he was gonna just go ahead and come to training or either way.
Go ahead and show up, and then you may just redo it, but at least you'll be a million miles ahead of when you do it.
Sounds good. And then, so what do I need to bring my laptop?
Laptop.
You want to bring your
pen and paper.
laptop and a pen and paper.
Okay. And it's either gonna be at this Disney's or one a little bit closer to the office. It should be a time to be like, hey, David, remind me about the address, and I'll show you a text.
I know I have your email.
Yeah, get my